Holy, 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 Lord God Almighty. Early in the morning, our song shall rise to thee. Holy, 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 Lord God Almighty. God and three persons, blessed Trinity. Can I sing that one more time while I'm on stage? Holy, 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 Lord God Almighty. Early in the morning, our song shall rise to thee. Holy, 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 merciful and mighty, God and three persons, blessed Trinity. Now, we are here with another episode of The Wiley Show. I heard y'all was looking for me. Here I go. Now, on this particular broadcast, we're going to be talking about unpaid week employees. Unpaid week employees. Now, we live on YouTube station here, so y'all head over to YouTube. But we're going to be talking about unpaid week employees. Now, while I'm on this stage in front of these 10 people, and y'all ain't got to pay for no ticket, but if you want to donate to this comedy show, I will put my information on the screen. But let's talk about unpaid week employees. Now, on last night, Armon Wiggins dragged Flame Monroe. Did he drag her? He dragged her down to her kneecaps, down to the arthritis in her thigh. And I told you all last night that unpaid week employee wasn't going to do nothing and not address the matter, because she think it's easier to go after a cockeyed man. She think it's easier to drag a man who eye is crossed. So it's much easier to go after Wiley, but you really got to bring it when you go after Armon Wiggins. So on this morning, when she was drinking from that nasty disease-filled coffee pot, she decided not to address Armon Wiggins, but address him. Do you know you got to be a liar when you tell the truth, then lie again? You was an old school 1973 liar. Let me drink some of this tea. This person on the screen said, I'm not going to be addressing my unpaid employees, but then she decided and went to start addressing. Before she addressed Armon Wiggins, production, can you please bring Armon Wiggins to the screen here? Bring him to the screen. Bling Flame Monroe to the screen as well. Now, he addressed her last night, dragged her, said she's unfunny, that she pandered to the straight community. That was a serious allegation. Now, this heifer got mad at me and put out a lie and said I was talking about her children. Her children is grown. I ain't said nothing about her children that day. She put out a lie. And since she gonna put out a lie, I'm gonna make her children a part of my stand-up comedy. And I'm gonna buy her son some diapers because he used to piss on himself in the Jeffrey pub. I didn't lie about that. I saw her in the Jeffrey pub. Now, she was addressing me and said the only reason why I dressed that baby. Now, last night I was a cockeyed baby. Do you know why she don't want to call me cockeyed no more? Because we reached out to Warner Brothers. Warner Brothers sent her a message. They want to do some work with her. And I sent Warner Brothers the filthy lies that she said about me. She talked about my eye. She talked about my disability. She dragged my disability. I served this country. I was in the United States Army and she was dragging me and I sent it to Warner Brothers. How can you want to have this woman and she called me the S word? She called me a F-A-G. Warner Brothers, do you really want this person representing your studio and she calling me a F-A-G and an S-I-S-S-Y? Talk back to me in this chat. You disrespected me. That was clear-cutter homophobia. She did this on the screen, and I sent it to Warner Brothers. No, don't try to delete it now. You was talking all that mess, called me a F-A-G, an S-I-S-S-Y, then stand on business then. I guarantee you won't be on Warner Brothers. I sent them on nasty email. How can you put this person on your set and she think I'm an F-A-G? An S-S-Y. Let's talk about it. You talked all that trash. You didn't think I was going to send an email. You didn't do your homework, baby. I sent them multiple emails. Hello? And then you're going to try to take it down. No, you had no business saying that. Talk about my eye. Why you got to talk about what I do in the bedroom? Why you got to bring up my bedroom activity? Because you ain't got no sense. You ain't going to make it in Hollywood calling me S-I-S-S-Y, F-A-G. You ain't going to make it. You're already a senior citizen. You ain't going to make it. Don't you come knocking for me. You ain't going to win this war. I'm younger, stronger, and I run faster. You ain't going to see me coming. You sat there and lied and trashed me on your YouTube channel. You thought I wasn't going to catch it. Baby, I took a screenshot, baby. This is 2024. Whatever you say will be screen recorded, and it will be sent to your employer. Now, we're going to get to it. We're going to get to what she said about Armon Wiggins, but I got to talk about me first because this is the Wireless Show. I got to talk about me first. Yes, Nate. I run fast. I run faster than Flame Monroe. All them hormone pills and cigarettes she smoked, I run real fast. Now, she supposed to be performing at this venue. Y'all see this venue, a couple of folks in this crowd. This the venue that she supposed to be performing at in New York, and Tasha K supposed to be opening up on stage. And she, according to my source on wileythetroll.com, moderators, you need to be posting on my website, she begged Tasha K to open up for her to sell out this little bitty venue because she couldn't sell it out. If you so grand, if you such the boss, if you don't just depend on YouTube checks, why the hell you couldn't sell out this venue? Why you couldn't sell it out? Why you couldn't set out that 20-seat venue? Why do you need to bank on Tasha K and the wino support to sell this out? I thought you was grand. That show in February, they haven't sold out yet. You got my name in your mouth. I thought you was the boss. I thought you was an old queen. I thought you was a rich bee. I thought you was so iconic. I thought everybody know who Flame Monroe is. Where's the Flame Nets? Why haven't the Flame Nets up there sell out this show? Let's talk about it. You still promoting a show because ain't nobody buying them tickets. Then in the reading of the show, you got to spend a minimum of $25 and buy drinks. Ain't nobody want to see that. Because who want to see an old senior citizen tell jokes and can't even laugh on cue? Who want to see that? Not me. I see it on YouTube. You think I'm about to go to New York and fight through the rats and fight through the roaches and fight through the garbage and fight through the migrants and fight through them on buses. They all pissing, having all type of making love in tents. Don't got no rights. And you think I'm going to just go there to go see you on stage? No, I stay at home. I let one of my producers go secretly in there and see what your comedy set about. You should be on this show promoting your comedy show because it ain't selling. It ain't sold out. Yes, you want Tasha K to open up for because you want her to bring her people. You want her to bring her people to sell out that show. And then you said the only reason why I dressed Wiley, because you talked about my child. You said nothing about your children that night. I said you a generational curse. It must have hit some when I said it, and I stand on it. I didn't do what you said. You called me F-A-G, cockeye F-A-G, cockeye S-S-S-Y. That's what you said. You can't take that back. Eat it. Drink it like you drinking that nasty disease coffee. Drink it. So the best that she could do for this comedy show is to give it to the migrants. At least they don't speak no English. You get them drunk, they're laugh. Get them from Guatemala. Get them Mexican people that coming over here in Mexico. Let all their children sit in that stage. Get them drunk. Get them some quesadilla and a taco. They'll sit and laugh at them jokes. Put on their Mexican music. They're gonna put on some extra music, get the dancing. They'll apologize comedy show. They'll be right there. It's heat, food, tacos. Let them be in there. You ain't gonna see no black folks. It's too cold to have a comedy show, baby. We up there at work. We ain't done that. And you mad because I have a beautiful YouTube channel. And you keep saying, I don't make money on YouTube. But yet you promote your coffee cups. Yet you promote your Cash App. Yet you up there going, putting your commercials in YouTube. Stop acting like you greater than YouTube and you own YouTube, you lying heifer. You low budget, Section 8 food, stop having Chicago thug. You nothing but a thug. Tell them how you used to run the streets and rob Kirsch's chains in Chicago. Tell the people how you used to drive and be a bank robber and you was the driver. Tell them how you used to go to the teller pretending to be a senior citizen, talking about deposit your social security check, and you be casing the scene. And next thing I know, your crew is robbing banks and Kirsch's chains. Tell the people how you and your crew used to rob the elderly for their check on the first. Tell these people the truth. Reason why you ran from Chicago, because your criminal behavior was catching up to you. Tell them why you moved to California, because you can't go back to Chicago, because half of these people, grandchildren looking for you because you robbed Big Mama for their Social Security check. I used to see you at the corner store on 63rd and National next to the McDonald's selling a food stamp card. Because then nobody buy what you were selling between your legs. So you would have to get all that food stamps. Having babies just to get a link card. You know what a link card is? That's what they call the food stamps in Chicago. This Flame Monroe selling her link card. You want to get, you got $100 cash and you can get $300 worth of stamps. She used to sell food stamps. Sit there and sell stamps on 63rd National next to that McDonald's because I was coming off the green line and I told my friend, I said, who is this person with this wig on? But I bought a couple of stamps. I ain't gonna lie. I was right there. And that's when I first met Flame Monroe. I bought me some stamps. I was hungry. That was a good deal. Man, me and my mom, my mama bought the stamps. We had to eat. My mama had 6 kids. Shoot, we had to eat. So we went on over there and we bought them stamps. We went to Aldi's and we went to One Stop, Google One Stop. We right there get that. Shoot, she fed us really well. That was a good deal. And she mad because I know her. You don't know who I know. I met you, you didn't know. Because back in the day, I was slimmer. I wear church clothes. You ain't used to that. Now this sweater might bring out memories because I used to tuck my sweater in my pants. I was a preacher nerd. You see me and met me. You just got that early signs of dementia you can't remember. But let me bring it back to you. You remember you was on that McDonald's selling food stamps? Let's not even act about when you tried to get on the horse stroll on 63rd Street and then nobody wanted to buy. Here you go on the horse stroll. All right, hey, what y'all doing? Y'all want to have a good old night with the flame? Can I flame you up, baby? Can I go on and flame you up? Can I give you a little sloppy toppy for $45? And they would get in there, they would drive off. They wouldn't stun you. They would rather deal with Sydney Star. Sydney Star was taking all your clients. Let's talk about it. Baby Ruffin stuff was taking all your clients. You couldn't get no clients. Didn't nobody want you, all them wrinkles, hard looking face. They got in that car. They went on over there to Sydney Star. This before Sydney Star started lying on celebrity. She would be on 63rd selling herself. Talk back to me. The same Sydney Star that you said trying to plead with Zeus Network was on 63rd Street selling her sausages because it wasn't no cootie cat. Baby, that was meat. She wasn't selling but with meat. Because most of them white dudes that came from up north and Schaumburg, Illinois, they came to 63rd Street to deal with those type of women. They didn't want no woman that tried to get that surgery. They want you to have that sausage. Because them white folks used to come to the 63rd Street. All they want was a wig and a big old thick sausage. Same man. That's all they wanted. And now Flame is upset. You should have never called for me, honey. I'm going to finish it. You worried about getting on this stage performing in front of these 3 people. Look at that lady. Bored. Look at the other lady. Hungry. Look at this lady right now thinking about how she going to pay her light bill. Look at these other people. They bored. Debating on we came to the wrong show. Let's go see Wiley. And now you got to run to go get Tasha K to stand on that stage and lie about Cardi B. Yeah, let Tasha K go to that show. I've already reported her to the IRS. She breaking code, tax code. She already didn't pay her taxes for the last 10 years. And I know whatever that $5,000 check she gonna get, I done already told the IRS. I said, go out there. Y'all need to have agents out there. Can't get mad at me because I'm talking, entertaining. Let me see what y'all saying in these comments. Station head, y'all head over to YouTube. I need your viewership. Y'all need to be hitting the like button. Now, I can't continue this show until we get some more likes. Now, I understand that y'all try to act like you don't like the Wireless Show, that you hate me, but you're over here watching. I don't care if you have to call me everything but a child of God. Make sure you get them greasy fingers and you hit that like button. If you say you like the Wiley Show, hit that like button. If you think my eyes is cockeyed, you better hit that like button. Over here is real. At least I tell you that I'm real. Better go on hit it. Hit it. Because we got some more stuff to talk about. The stand-up shows are better. Please hit the like button. We need 33,000 producers on duty. This is a lot for me to process. A man selling sausages. Hey, Dallas put a fire under Wiley bread basket. You better know it. Wiley been out of control since he been back in Dallas. You better know it. I didn't want to be in that snowstorm in Chicago. Man, I got me on a flight. You ain't about to catch me in all that snow. I want to be where I can move. I don't want to be freezing. All right. Send the $8.88. Let's move on. I want y'all to hit that like button because this is good. It's 21. It's been on here 21 minutes. We already got 200 people. While she's trying to sell out a 20-seat venue and didn't even sell that out. You flopped. You pathetic little thing. And you telling folks he not welcome to come to my show. Why not? I should be able to buy a seat for me and my girlfriend. Ain't nobody else there. Look at that table. It's empty. That table right there, I could be sitting there with me and my girlfriend. It is an empty right there. Empty. I could be bringing Miss Wiley Fish, Diana Ross wig. We could be sitting right there. Why are you telling me I'm not welcome to come to that show? It ain't like it's sold out. Why I can't sit there with Diana Ross Fish? Why I couldn't sit there with Diana Ross Fish and she sit on my lap? Why not? It ain't like nobody else is there. Why I can't just sit there with Diana Ross Fish with that wig? Why not? This the venue that Flame Monroe supposed to be performing at. Because she did say, I'm her unpaid employee, but I'm going to get paid over here on the YouTube. Same man. Yeah, I'm an unpaid employee. So what? But I know somebody going to donate $8.88. How much them tickets for that show? Give me a second, because I'm giving y'all a comedy show right now. And you ain't even got to drive in your Uber or get in your Lyft or take your baby daddy car that he had from the repo man. You getting this for free. Free entertainment. You ain't got to even see, have to get out of your car. You can literally watch me from your house. Let me see how much that show is. And whatever you was going to get her, give it to me. Whatever you going to do. Give me a second. I want to make sure I get the price. Because y'all can go ahead and donate to me right now. In the comfort of your home. Give me a second. That ticket's about $50. You can put that in there. Now, Flame called for me first. Did she call for me first? And we just responding to her dragging me. See, she didn't think I'm a creative man. She thought I was a cockeyed, slow man that sit down, but I also can stand up. Because if you don't stand for something, you will fall for this person with a wig on with wrinkles. I'm taking a stand, and I'm calling you out. Stop playing with me. You unfunny in real life. Usually old folks is very funny. The funny did not hit you at all in old life. You still ain't funny. Only thing you do is whine, and vent, how it was back in 1971. Baby, we're in 2024. Get to this new century. Get to this new decade. Get to this new era. This is the new era. You talk about just YouTube, and you on YouTube on Fox Soul, have several seats. You acting like you sitting with Tamron Hall, baby. You on YouTube at your house with your green screen. You ain't at the Harpo studio. You're not out there Sherry Shepherd show. You right there and stinking up your house with that nasty, filthy coffee that's giving you diarrhea, and that's why your son had diarrhea at the Jeffrey pub, because he would be drinking that nasty coffee, and everything that coffee would come inside his stomach, and it would go outside his rectum area, and he would have all type of mess in the Jeffrey club. That club ain't been the same. That man had to change the hardwood floors because that mess ate up the hardwood floors at the Jeffrey pub. And then you're gonna say, I haven't been at the Jeffrey pub. I haven't been at the Jeffrey pub in years. I haven't been at the Jeffrey pub in a long time. That baby was young. Talk about me. But your son was there and I was there at the Jeffrey pub. Get someone and sit down. I'm standing on business. You should have never called for me. You should have talked to Tasha K. That's why she left me alone. Because I've been exposed her that her employees is leaving her because she going bankrupt. And next thing I know, her employee, the one with the long chest meat, left her. The one with the long chest meat left her. And she been crying ever since because she going in debt. Here you gonna bring on stage somebody that hear voices and suffering from depression. Here you bringing somebody on stage, you talking about you a good father. I give you credit because you took your children from Chicago to the low income area of California. But this woman you see on screen shipped her son to Africa. You bringing a woman up talking about she a good mother. Now this woman that shipped her son to the filth of Mali, to the filth of the Congo, this woman on the screen shipped her son to Africa, put him on a Spirit airline flight, didn't even pack him a lunch. He had to fend for himself, had to wait for his granddaddy with his 15 wives. Hey, welcome my grandbaby. He telling the village in Mali, welcome my grandson. He is from America. He will fight for the justice and for the democracy of the Congo. He out there fighting, swinging from trees up there in the Congo, trying to overthrow the government over there in the Congo. She shipped her son to Africa. How could she stand on the stage to tell a joke and her whole lifestyle as a mother is a joke? Go ask her daughter. Her daughter herself is saving her money right now, is begging the courts if she can change her name, and she's willing to pay for it in payments and afterpay. And the judge told Tasha K. daughter, you can't change your name. You got to pay the money. Her own daughter want to change her whole identity. She's ashamed of her mama. Because all her mama do is fake cry, talk to herself, hit on herself, and tell lies about celebrities that got more money in the bank than her. So her daughter come up in there and she have to change her whole identity. She up there showing up to school with blonde wigs. She's showing up to school with purple wigs because she don't want people to know I'm Mrs. Kibi's daughter. Tontu. She going in that school. She ain't going to that school saying she Tontu. She going to that school saying I'm Teresa McDial. I'm not no Tontu. That's my slave name. I'm Teresa McDowell. She don't go in that school. She too. Baby, she go in that school. Hello, yes, I'm Teresa McDowell. Better not call her no too. You get mace. And you can't get mad. And she supposed to be opening up. Tasha K, I thought you was a superstar. You gonna be opening up on this stage with this many people? That's you. All right. What's up? Do 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 do. Do 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 do. She got African dancers on the stage. Do 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 do. But mama, show mama. All right, hey y'all. I'm in New York City. You know I ain't got it. You know they looking for me, but I ain't got it. I'm broke. All right, I need y'all to hit the wagland. My name is Tasha Kebe. When I came up, I was a waitress. And I saw this old pathetic immigrant. He didn't speak no good English. Right, babe? Oh, just go to Toto. He didn't speak no good English. He wanted a green card. He said, I please, Tasha K, they're going to kick me out of this restaurant. If you don't marry me and give me a green card, immigration is looking for me. And I said, don't worry about it. Hit the wine glass. We gonna get married. And I got married to him. And see, I ain't know, because y'all like real thugs out there in Florida. I dated thugs. You know, my father, he violated me. And the only thing I was very active since I was 6 years old, and I like me some thugs. But my sister that's dating Future, she told me don't date the thugs no more. Give that man a chance. He know how to do cameras. You know you want to be a superstar. You want to do radio. So give him some of that yoni and marry him. He'll be your worker forever. So I went out there. I couldn't even have no good weave. I had nappy hair. We went out to the courthouse out there in Georgia, and we got married. And we had found an African judge. It was only one in Fulton County. Do you take this woman to be your very important wife? Do you agree to obey, to listen to him, to worship him, and cook him jello rice and fufu? Do you believe to be there? Would you be a dedicated warrior for Mr. Kebe? I do. That was a whole lie. And see, women, this Tasha, I don't believe in this new women stuff, this new wife stuff. I believe that you walk over your husband. Baby, I'm from America. I remember one time my husband told me, Tasha K, go in there and cook me some chicken right now. And I told him, Negro, please, this is America. Go take a shower. Go put on some deodorant. You go cook your own jello rice. I'm a black woman. I'm free. I ain't nobody's slave. I ain't got it. I ain't scared of you people in New York City. My name is Tasha Cat. All I do is lie on celebrity. They eat it up. And all I do is pretend like I'm drinking wine and I'm really drinking water. Now I know y'all surprised to see me on this stage, but Flame Monroe, she begged me. See, Flame, he's the wine glass. I don't want to tell your business, but I went and did an interview in LA. She showed up in that beard and that wig, and she begged me. She got on my knees. Tasha, if you hear me, I want you to understand. I can't really sell out that show in New York. Could you please open up for me and sell out that show? And then my African husband was like, I just don't believe. I thought that she was a woman. What woman do you know in here that got that very deep voice? Sat in bed, and I felt sorry. He reminded me of my grandfather. And I said, okay, get up off your knees. I'll go and do the show in New York City. Now, due to the fact y'all got rats, I done already told my African husband and my security to protect my luggage because y'all got a rat-infested problem. Now, I understand New York City. Don't you get offended by me. Y'all got a bunch of rats. That's why y'all letting the migrants come in, and y'all want the migrants to go on the street so the rats can eat the migrants. Come on, somebody. Talk about me. Hit the wine glass. I'm talking about. That's why y'all happy that the migrants on the street, because that give the rats something to eat, and then they can go ahead and go to sleep. So by the time you hit the bodega and you get on the A train from Harlem to Brooklyn, you ain't got to worry about no rats because they ate real good last night. They ate it chipped on some of the migrants that was sleeping on the street. And y'all talking about y'all education system. New York. New York is the only place that will use a school for non-speaking immigrants. And I'm Tasha K because I ain't got it. But your mayor, he got it. Don't y'all feel shame that your kids gotta learn on the internet? But at least we got better internet than my husband's country because we got good 5G. They still working on 1 negative G. Hit the wine glass. Hit it. But I'm excited. My name is Tasha K. And I love you, and you for real. Now I need y'all to meet me in the lobby because I do have a book to sell, How to Get Away from Paying a $5 million debt. I need y'all to buy that book, okay? It ain't in my name, it's in my wife, cousin, baby mama name. I want y'all to meet me in the lobby. Sister right there while you on your phone in that white shirt. While you on your phone, I need you to subscribe to TashaKLive.com. Yeah, while you on your phone right there, want to subscribe to TashaKLive.com. Subscribe to TashaKLive.com because I ain't got it. That's it. I already did they set for free. One thing you got to do, send a donation. You didn't already laugh and peed on yourself right there and there. You might as well donate. See, you didn't have to leave and get in your car. You didn't have to go get an oil change. You didn't have to open up your legs to get you some new tires. You was able to get a good comedy show for free right at your house for $8.88. $8.88. Now let's get back to this commentary. Can I drink a little something while y'all laughing? Now don't just laugh. I need to hear this thing ring up. Let me see if somebody listening to me. Okay, 2 people, 1 person did it, so I can continue. At least only 1 person did. I did all that for $13. It's just the thought that count. You know, black folks, they will have you working for only $13. Black folks are used to that. You got to work hard to get through a black person bank account. Now, if I was a cockeyed white man, I would have had about 6 million over there. If I was a cockeyed white man, a redneck from Alabama, big with chest meat, red, sweaty, with jogging pants in the winter, I would have gotten about 5,000 right then and there. But because I'm black and because you got to work hard, see, with black folks, you really got to entertain black people. Black folks, they want you to do jumping jacks. Black folks, you got to do a knee to the chest move. Black folks, you got to do a split. You got to direct the choir. You got to eat on live. You got to go and entertain just to break even. But white folks, hello, hi, my name is Billy from Alabama, and I love being white. They just donate. White folks don't have to work hard. Black folks, we got to work. Baby, you got to sweat. Just get about $13. Baby, you work for that money. Whatever money I get on this stage in front of black folks, I didn't work for it. White folks ain't got to work that hard. They can just set up, tell about 2 knock-knock jokes. Then already became and got a Netflix, HBO, Showtime special right then and there. Black folks got to work hard. Baby, we got to entertain you in the comedy club and entertain you in the parking lot. Just to get $5. Black folks. Baby, if you can make it in Black America, you can make it anywhere in the world. If you can get black folks to donate and fund you, you didn't crack the code. Any other group, you don't have to work that hard to crack. Not even white folks, and they brought us in chains. They brought us here in 1619. But they knew the entertainment value of us. We just don't know. Baby, Mr. Johnson from the Johnson Plantation, entertain me, boy. I love to be on this plantation. I love to clean after my master. I love to cook for his children. I love to be a slave. I love to pick master cotton. I love to make him wealthy. If my master want me to jump, I will tell my master, how hard do you want me to go? I love my master. I love my master. I love my master. I love him dearly, even though he is worthy. My master don't tell me to read a book. I won't read a book for my master. My master is so wonderful. Even though he gives me crumbs to eat on the table, I still love my master. And they sit there and you tap dance and you move. Don't tell me to please stop. And you sit right there. And why are you telling me to please stop and I'm talking about history? You can't get mad because I'm talking about history. You still got some house Negroes singing for their master. You still got them on them plantations singing for their master. So you can't get mad at me because I'm doing it. They still out there singing and rapping for their master for free. You can't get mad at me because I'm doing it. Shut up. Go get in your car. You can leave the comedy show. Security, send them people out. If you can't understand what I'm doing, then you can have several seats. You can leave. Oh, you done already left. 2 of y'all already left at this table. It's fine. All right. So we're gonna talk about Flame Monroe. Can we talk about it? We did our set. I'm gonna sit on down because I'm hot, thirsty, and hungry. I done burnt up an appetite. Now, she decided to go after Armon Wiggins. Let me read these super chats. Give me a second. Thank you for the $9.99. Keish. Thank you, Natalie K, for the $20. Thank you, Yvette, for the $20. Natalie K, thank you for the $10. Y'all donating over here. So let's talk about Flame Monroe. Everybody in the chat was going to say, the inner chat said, are you going to talk about Armon Wiggins? And she said, y'all over here, ha, ha, ha. I'm not going to address unpaid employees. She said that in the first minute. 20 seconds later, she decided to address Armon Wiggins. She decided to address him and said, I got 2 words for you. Jason Lee. That woman said Jason Lee name. And the only thing I could hear what Jason Lee said, my name is Jason Lee, and I approve that message. That woman said Jason Lee name. So she is saying that Armon Wiggins is an unpaid employee. Then she said Wiley is an unpaid employee. She addressed Armon Wiggins. She said, I got 2 words for that S word. She said the S word again, unpaid employee. Unpaid employee. But the thing is, I told y'all last night in an iconic 3-hour broadcast, I said it last night, that Flame was not going to address Armon Wiggins by name because she's weak. She ain't nothing but an old senior citizen like to try to come up on cockeyed people. But when it came to go after a man with straight eyes and a wrinkled forehead, it ain't like she ain't got no jokes for him. He got a twisted spinal cord. He got fake teeth in his mouth. And you know what I'm saying? He's an emotional wreck. But she didn't say none of that. She stayed silent. So I questioned Flame Monroe. Why would you go after Brother Wiley? And I don't have nowhere near the income as Armon, the wealth as Armon, the looks as Armon. I don't have his wrinkled forehead. I can't afford his veneers teeth. Can't afford it. I don't have that fake gold chain around me. I can't afford the headphones. My headphones not connected to my mixer. That's what he said. So why are you addressing Wiley? It's because you mad that I exposed you selling your body on 63rd Street and selling food stamps. You mad. Because I'm hitting you with truth. Because you really think that you funny and you're not. And you addressing me saying, I never met that baby. I ain't no baby. I'm 33 years old. I ain't no baby. I'm 33 years old. I'm the same age as that young escort that you screwing in your bedroom. Because you don't do nothing but screw escorts. Talk back to me in the chat. You be screwing Milan Christopher with that body. You done screwed him up there in LA. You the one in Chicago on the west side told everybody that Danny Boy, the person on Death Row Records, was screwing men. You the one that told Mary J. Blige to date and screw a 14-year-old Danny Boy. You was the one that did that. You was the one that did it. See, I'm talking about your past, your present, and your future. You've been a mess, and the day, today, yesterday, and forevermore, you've been a mess. So you can't get mad. He the one that outed Danny Boy. So Armon Wiggins, he gets a pass. Only thing you can say, I got 2 words. Ha, ha, ha. Jason Lee destroyed Armon Wiggins. That's a lie. Jason Lee did not destroy Armon Wiggins. If Armon Wiggins really get in his bag, he will outthrow and outwin, outperform Jason Lee. Now, Jason Lee could be a better entrepreneur maybe, but Jason Lee is 40, 50. I mean, he's in his 50s. So Armon Wiggins just in his 30s, 20 more years, he could be that and some. But when we talking about talent, let's just talk about talent. Let's talk about talent. If you put Armon Wiggins on the stage with Jason Lee and they do a battle, a championship of who is the best live stream commentator, it will be Armon Wiggins, hands down. Hands down. Let's talk about talent. Hands down. You put Jason on the stage with Armon Wiggins on the stage, Armon Wiggins will win. Flame Monroe, that joke didn't hit you, lying wig devil, because when he did gagging with Jason Lee, Armon Wiggins had more viewership than Jason Lee, and it was his show. Baby, Armon Wiggins' ratings was higher than Jason Lee, and he was the host. That's why Jason Lee was mad, because when he was trying to shop this show to other networks, they wanted a duo show with Armon Wiggins. They really want Armon Wiggins only, but to cater to Jason Lee's ego, they said we would like to have a deep duo, Armon and Jason. And Jason didn't want it. He went on this platform and got in Armon Wiggins' head. So how dare you say Jason Lee destroyed Armon Wiggins' platform? No, he did. When Armon Wiggins get in his bag and stay focused and keep his eye on the prize, he'll win. Obviously, Armon Wiggins is better than Jason, because you still mad that when Armon Wiggins dragged you and said you an unfunny comedian. How dare you try to bring up Jason Lee when Jason Lee was insecure and was getting under Armon's skin because he saw the gift and the talent. One thing about your haters, they can see your talent before you can recognize it. Ask me how I know. This is why Flame Monroe is mad. She don't want me to do stand-up comedy, because she know once they see me, they ain't want to see that woman with no wig on. She ain't going to get no booking. Stop acting like you, Flame Monroe, performing in the theater with 6,000 people. The last time you seen that is when you was kissing Tiffany Haddish butt, and that was the last time you seen it. But when you do your own show without the drunk Tiffany Haddish, this is where you perform at. When you ain't got that drunk to use, this is your reality. At least Tiffany Haddish still with her drunk behind drinking up those people bars. She can still perform in the theater, and this is where you perform at. Empty chairs and people on their phones standing up talking about, let me go get that Popeye's chicken sandwich, spicy, with 3 butter biscuits. And then Flame Monroe was talking about Claudia. She's not a colorist. Baby, you didn't do your homework. People ain't just calling Claudia a colorist for nothing. Claudia got and did a red carpet talking about dark-skinned people. That woman is biracial. Claudia is the same one that was dragging Milagro Grams and called Milagro Grams a black little girl. Shut up, black little girl. I ain't got to listen to you. She the one that said that. She the one that called Milagro Grams a black little girl. She wanted to say the N-word, but the best she could say to Milagro, shut up, black little girl. And that's when Milagro came out with a saying before I took it and remixed it. That's why she came up, little black boy, you beautiful. Little black girl, you enough. Because Claudia tried to come for her skin color. Claudia ain't innocent. Don't let this smile fool you. Don't let that makeup fool you. Claudia was nothing but a troll on a blog on these YouTube streets. And she opened up her legs and her mouth to get on Fox Soul. Talk back to me in this chat. She, right now, using Flame Monroe, she bought Flame not only for Funky, but she bought Flame so Claudia could get on the Breakfast Club. That's why Flame Monroe, all in that broadcast with that filthy, nasty coffee, talking about make sure y'all flood the Breakfast Club. But didn't you say, Flame Monroe, that I was begging to get on Fox Soul, that I was begging to be on T.S. Madison's show, that I was begging to be on Hollywood Unlight? Well, what the hell you doing when you begging your Flatnets and the Climax and the Borettes to go and flood Charlamagne inbox so Claudia could get a job? How dare you say I'm a beggar when you sat on that platform with that filthy, pissy coffee begging your people to get Claudia on the Breakfast Club? How dare you? One beggar can't call out another one. Just because you begging with a wig, you still begging. Eat it. You did all that say I'm begging, and you sat there and begged to get Claudia on the Breakfast Club. So what? I love to beg. James Brown was begged. He was begging. James Brown begged people. TLC was begging for their money. Don't you get her too proud. I will beg in a second. If you ain't got it, you better ask somebody. If you want to go somewhere, you better wake up and beg that person for that opportunity. If you can't do nothing else but beg. It's no different than when they say ain't too proud to beg. It's no different when people be calling on Jesus. What are you doing? Begging him for assistance. Ain't nothing wrong with that. I will beg in a second. Jesus, I need your help. Please, Lord, I need your help. I'm tired of suffering financially. Jesus, if you hear me, Jesus, if you're real, please help my pockets. I beg. People have been begging forever. Why do you think people is protesting for a ceasefire? They begging the mayor and the president for a ceasefire. Sit down with your foolish self. Yes, I beg. I ain't too proud to beg. Sit down. Shut up. I'm from Chicago. I'll beg in a second. Just like you begging for Claudia to get on the Breakfast Club. I beg the Lord all the time, Lord, please, Jesus, I need your help. Keep me in my strength. Watch over my grandmother. Help me in my mind. Help me to get an idea. Help me to work through this wickedness when I'm trying to be an entrepreneur. I need your help. Every black person in America is calling on somebody to help them. We've been begging for reparations since we got here. Talk back to me in this chat. We've been begging for equality. We sung songs begging for acceptance, begging for integration, begging for strength, begging for opportunities. I'm no different than when Dr. King was singing, "We Shall Overcome." Only difference is I'm doing it on YouTube. I ain't doing it on Meet the Press. You have not because you ask not. Asking is begging. Knock and the door shall open. Seek and you shall find. But yet you begging for Claudia Jordan to get on the Breakfast Club. Come on, somebody. Talk back to me in the chat. You can't get mad at Brother Wiley because I'm here. Closed mouths don't get fed. When you see an opportunity, get it. Go after it. And I say this humbly. Flame Monroe, you ain't ready for the Wiley Show. And I love talking about people. I love to talk. Because I got the gift to make people move and talk about me. Flame been talking about me all week. Flame been talking about me all week. I had a beautiful conversation about Rough and Stuff. And Rough and Stuff said, I'm glad that Flame Monroe is gone. Because she tried to take my job. Rough and Stuff is a top leading drag queen out here in Chicago. And Flame Monroe tried to get him to not host anymore. She wanted to host that man's job, tried to take his job. She told the club promoter at the Hydrant on Belmont that I'm better than Rough and Stuff. She said that. Went behind Rough and Stuff back. And them white folks decided to be with Rough and Stuff. Because Rough and Stuff was giving them white folks something that they didn't want for Flame Monroe, and that was some chocolate bread basket. Talk back to me in this chat. She went behind Rough and Stuff back, and she did it sneakily. So you can't get mad that you did some dirty things in Chicago, and I'm bringing your dirty, filthy laundry to the YouTube streets. That's why you don't get invited to do shows in Chicago. They boo you off stage. They don't accept you in Chicago. Unless you bring Wiley to open up for you, then maybe some of Wiley people, a lot of his people will show up on stage. And you mad. Stop watching. Stop telling the people, I don't watch it. Stop sending me stuff. Stop sending me stuff that people said they're going to always send you stuff, heifer. You on YouTube. You can't stop trolls from sending you stuff. They sending you stuff right now. That's a part of the game. It's the trolls that keep it coming because you listen to the trolls and the trolls got in your head that I was talking about your children and you ran with it. And then the trolls told you he stayed with his grandma. They ain't give you the right information. Yo, Flat Max got it wrong. Instead of you listening with your sin sitting wrinkle knuckle self, you could have got the information correct, but you didn't. You listened to the flamboyants on your DM and they gave you the wrong information because they want to see this beef and I'm giving it to you. This ain't no fake beef that you got with Flame Monroe and Funky Dineva. This ain't that. This is a real beef. I know you when you didn't have no hair and you had a bald spot in your scalp in the South Side on 63rd and Ashland and at the Jeffrey Pub. Funky Dineva didn't know you. He was out there doing booger sugar in middle school. I knew you in the filthy part of Chicago. So you can't get mad at me. Yes, this a real beef. And I'm putting it in the pan and I'm frying you. Just like Claudia Jordan said, Funky Dineva didn't pay his rent. We put that on the blog and they mad. You can't get mad because I put it on the blog. Y'all don't get mad at TMZ. Y'all don't get mad at the tabloids. Y'all made it into a $1 billion corporation. But yet you want to come for me hard. Stop reading the tabloid. Stop listening to The Breakfast Club. Stop listening to Sherry Shepherd. Stop listening to Wendy Williams. Stop listening to all these other shows. Stop listening to Fox News. Stop listening to CNN. Stop listening to MSNBC. They all tell lies. They never tell the full story. So why are you holding me up to a standard that you don't even live up to? Say man. You don't live up to that standard. You watch all type of lies. You got your baby daddy in the house still lying to you that he don't like men, and you still allow him to live in your living room, stink up your couch, max out your credit cards up there, and put your food stamp card in a negative balance. He the reason why you got kicked out of low-income housing because they saw that big buff man with them tattoos and gold teeth. He the reason why you got to pay high premium rent. You ain't holding him to a standard telling him to go get himself a job, so don't come on the internet acting like you tough. If you can't get that nasty, sticky man with them dirty drawers out your place that you paying rent for and 3 months behind, don't you come over here trying to tell Wiley what to do. You gonna lose. Claudia right there saying, I didn't say that. She did not unfollow me on Facebook. She did not unfollow me on Instagram. She did not make a post and tag my name in it. She did not make a post on Instagram. Baby, I got drag queens following me. Who is that that's following me on Instagram? I got all type of people that follow me on Instagram, and they believe the narrative, and I stand on what I wrote. And if Claudia feel like it's a lie, then go ahead, Claudia, put on your wig, put on your purple, and go and file a lawsuit and get Phaedra Parks to represent you, and I guarantee you gonna lose. You gonna leave that courtroom with a bald head. And maybe you will get a $10 million judgment. You ain't gonna never see a dime because I'm gonna be in the courtroom filing bankruptcy. So go on in and file a lawsuit if I lied. Go ahead. You're going to lose. Because I ain't got it. We'll be in Vegas April 26th to the 28th. April 26th, 28th. We'll be at the Palace Station. We'll stay in there. We're going to be having a good time in Vegas. If you're a flat you want to come in the Bull Rat, come. Producers, come. Couture Bay will be joining us. The Bay Squad will be joining us April 26th to the 28th. You got any questions about Vegas, email me, WileyShowProductions@gmail.com. WileyShowProductions@gmail.com. We'll be in Vegas April 26th through the 28th. We just linking up, hanging out, having fun. All right? If you want to see me. So, I'm done. I said what I had to say. I'm done. I said what I had to say. And there's nothing more I can say about this because I had to keep it real. And if you want to call in, I'll let you call in and give your thoughts. But there's something else I want to talk about really quickly. I got to talk about it really quickly. This was on the Wiley Show, the Troll page. So I do want to. Okay, hold on. Wait a minute. Wait. I do want to talk about that, counsel. Okay, I do want to talk about that. So give me a second while I talk about it. All right, give me one quick second. I got to talk about this exclusive that we post on WileyTheTroll.com. So on our website here, we posted an exclusive here, and it's already trending on Lipstick Alley and around the world right now. We posted this today, and early this morning, my team posted it right after the broadcast, and this was early this morning. My team posted this, and I definitely want to show you all this. We posted this about Armon and Funky Dineva. So on the blog here, it's the exclusive Claudia Jordan eyes Armon Wiggins as Funky Dineva replacement on TGIF. So we put the article out. The article is up, and already people saying he's a liar. He's a this. Why do you reach out to Armon Wiggins? If I'm such a liar, ask Armon Wiggins. Did Claudia reach out to him? Ask him. Let him go out publicly on his YouTube channel and debunk what I'm saying. You know why he's not going to do that? Because she's in conversation with Armon Wiggins. Stop playing with me. She's in conversations with Armon Wiggins to have him replace Funky Dineva. We have an inside source from Fox Soul and an inside source from Claudia Camp, and we stand on that. And we already got multiple sources in Armon Wiggins' camp. Stop playing with me. So we put the article out, and people already mad, saying you are such a liar. Don't believe none he say. That's why he ain't growing. Blah, 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 blah. He ain't growing. He been stuck at 20,000 followers forever. Everybody got something to say negative about Wiley, but ain't one person debunked and said I lied about this story. Where's that? Show me the screenshot of Claudia debunking this article. Show it to me. She didn't debunk this because you know it's the truth. Show me the post where Armon Wiggins debunked this and said he's not in conversation with Fox Soul. Tell him, show it. But when you see them gums on Fox Soul saying get in here, I hope that you have the courage. I hope that you have a woman of integrity and a man of integrity to apologize that Wiley was right all along. It ain't my fault. Then we put out another article. This is what got the girls in trouble. This is what got them, baby. They did not like this article. They did not like this article at all. When this article came out, give me a second, chat. Can we talk about Wiley the Troll for a second? When this article came out, everybody was mad. But this article picked up legs because a blogger over there, the celebrity gossip page, what was that page name? The one that's she talked about it. They talked about this all on Lipstick Alley. They talked about all on Twitter. Armon Wiggins confirmed this story. Everybody confirmed this story. Even fucking Dineva. Exclusive. Claudia Jordan spills the tea. Alleged Funky Dineva can't pay his rent. We put that article out. Armon ran to YouTube and repeated it, the article. He confirmed the article. So if I'm lying, is Armon Wiggins lying? Is Funky Dineva lying? I put this article out. I'll wait. I may be cockeyed, but I don't need capital letters in this chat. Can't get mad at me. We put that article out, and everybody, I said, go read the article. Can't get mad at me. I'm finding my niche, and you mad. I'm waking up the streets, and you mad. Be mad. Unpaid employee. Keep being mad. Unpaid employee. I'm still going to win because I'm a winner. And I love being black. Said, preach, Wiley. Nobody works harder than you, Wiley. Keep doing it. Thank you. I love being black. Can't get mad at me because I'm winning. Can't get mad at me because I'm successful. I'm funny. And they've been mad at me ever since. All because I put the article out and they mad. I thought nobody watched my blog. I thought nobody don't care for me. I thought I'm a nothing. I thought my blog is resting in peace. I thought I ain't nothing. Right? That's what y'all say. How can that be true when you mad about something I say on my blog or on my YouTube channel? How can you be upset? How could it be upset when I say it on my blog and on my YouTube if I don't have no traction? That don't make sense. Why would you be upset about an untractionable blog with lackluster blog? If it ain't true, if it ain't got no traction, why are you upset? Why? Why are you upset? Oh, my alarm. Okay, I gotta eat my lunch. That's my lunch alarm clock. And it scared me. Why are you upset? All right, let's open up the phone lines. I know you can't please everybody. No matter how hard you try. Let's put the number on the screen. Oh, yes. Put the number on the screen here, 972-674-9462. This is your time to voice your opinion about what you think about this show. This is your time. Right? This is your time. This is your time. Hello, you live on the Wally Show.
Hey, Wally.
Hey.
Hey, so I was in your show late last night. It was amazing. But you asked the question, and I want to know, if that guy was making 200, how much he was making?
250,000 American dollars.
My thing is, you should own a home by now.
Come on.
Why you can't afford to pay your rent? I mean, I know he was in a lawsuit with Michelle Etienne. Shouldn't he have paid her off already? Or is Michelle Etienne going to send his check?
I think he been paid that off. But my thing is...
So what is he doing with the money? You can't be snorting up that much coke now.
Oh, yes, you can. Look at Whitney Houston. She died broke.
Oh, shoot.
Baby, she had to borrow money from Clyde Davis. But he spent his spending habits, because Armon keeps saying in the show last night, he kept saying, well, fucking I even got the money because look at the BMW, look at the type of car. That don't mean he have money. He could lease it. He probably paying a note. He probably paying $6,000, $7,000, $10,000 for an apartment. He probably have bad credit. You know what I'm saying? He probably in a lot of credit card debt. Look at what he's spending on, because you can't tell me you got 250. You walk away from a deal, but then Claudia telling people you was struggling to pay your rent. Then we have people, the funk bunch, and saying that, yes, even fucking Dineva said it himself that he was struggling to pay his rent. So why would you walk away from a guaranteed, a guaranteed income?
That's crazy, man. He's doing something. I guess it is the sugar booger, man. But that's
like, who
crazy.
walk away from a guaranteed income that just complained, and Claudia confirmed it, that he was struggling to pay his rent, and he's complaining. He's complaining for an hour, Monday through Friday, 5 hours a week. Who do you know getting that type of salary, black with a wig and a crackhead, getting those type of pay deals? Nobody. So either you lying or you just got greedy because you spent so much money and you thought, since Fox Corporation is worth billions, I'm just going to tell them, listen, I bring in the people, I want $5 million, right? And they told him no. And because obviously something in the communication with Fox Corporation went left, because look how bitter he is on the outside. If he left, everything was fine. He would have shut up, did his pre-recorded video. We would have been in the UK with T.S. Madison selling wigs and doing the Queen Supreme Court and helping guide Miss Mary wheelchair so she don't run over the King of England foot.
You think he's trying to beg for that job back with that T.S. Madison drag queen? M queen?
Yeah, he should beg it back. But my thing is this: he had an opportunity. He was stupid. You got to know how to leverage and maneuver that market. So now that Armon Wiggins' name has been brought up into the conversation, everybody's inquired about. My phone been ringing off the hook saying, how do you have this information? Wally, can you please put it on the article that I am in consideration of the of the Fox Soul job? I had two big YouTubers. One YouTuber, make it make sense, got 100,000 some subscribers. I'm getting a phone call from him saying, can you put me in the article that I'm being considered for the position? I said no, because you're not being considered for the position. Armon Wiggins is being considered. I have an inside source about Armon Wiggins. They didn't say make it make sense to be on there. They didn't put it. But go ahead.
Say something, Wally.
Go ahead.
On the back end, do you think Jason Lee is going to approve that?
I believe Jason Lee is going to fight it and get him destroyed.
But my thing is, don't get me wrong. I'll be hard on Armon Wiggins.
Because
I like Armon. It's just I'll be shady and hard on him.
but
just keep in mind how people do you dirty, like Jason Lee when you went on his platform. I'm not going to stop you from making X amount of money, 150K, right? But are you going to get offered that amount? Like, you know your worth, and also don't do them the best job, giving them all the views like Jason Lee you done, and then they sit on you at the back end.
Right, just like
it has to work for you as well.
In my article,
so make sure you read that contract,
right?
Baby.
Because in my article, when my inside source with Armon Wiggins, this was reported back to me. Armon Wiggins said, "Yes, I would do the show, be the permanent host, but I must get the $250,000 salary." And I
because Funky put it out there. You get what I'm saying?
Funky, when you put something out there, that gave Armon Wiggins leverage in negotiation.
Okay.
Like, hey, you paying him $250,000, I get the same amount of views as him.
And I look more decent than her.
And I look more decent, and I'm not, you know what I'm saying? I may do booger sugar, but it ain't enough to disrupt my lifestyle right now. Knock on wood. Because, you know, so I need the $250,000 salary. So that's the whole particular point when we put the article out.
Mm-hmm.
And it has been sending shockwaves. Usually Armon Wiggins will be on station here discrediting me, Twitter discrediting me, calling me a psycho. I'm weird. He have not said a word. Neither has Claudia said a word.
Read between the lines.
Right.
That's what you have to do.
You got to read between.
But I want to say this. I am not subscribed to Foxo. Mm-hmm. And if they do have Armon Wiggins, I will tune in to see what it's about.
Oh, you better know it.
So you know, you never know.
Me and you both gonna tune in, and the Funk Bunch, because Armon Wiggins
on there as well.
Yes, they're going to speak to that audience. And because Funky felt slighted, because we got another source, we got another article coming out, he feels slighted that Armon Wiggins dissed him in that YouTube video last night. He felt slighted because he did not like him celebrating getting dragged by Tasha K. Funky did not like that. The Funk Bunch.
Well, Funky should have put it on the air.
But Funky should not put it on the air.
Put it on the air.
Yes, he should have never.
It's internet business.
He should have never. He put it all on the air. So we're gonna talk about it all, and they can't get mad. And the Funk Bunch and Funky can't get mad because he put a lot of things on the internet. Tonight is the last night of Flame Monroe. Thank God, to seeing that wig on Foxo TV screen. So we're still gonna go live.
So Flame Monroe, he see we
yes.
They. I'm not stuttering her. She's late. She needs to address you and put your name.
Yes. And she's getting mad.
Stop being a coward.
Right. She's a coward. And she didn't even say Armon Wiggins' name, but she said Jason name. No, baby, you knocked on my door and you're mad that I'm responding and got you shaking in your boots. Now she's still responding to Wiley, the unpaid employee. Because she said, I never seen that man at Jeffrey Pub. I haven't been to Jeffrey Pub in 20 years. But the question is, you've been there.
Exactly.
Stop trying.
And she been here.
And she been
here.
She been at the
We've seen her in the chat.
In the chat. You
she know who you are.
You better say it. I didn't.
So she better stop.
She was in the chat.
Before I be the next one to drag that heifer.
Yes, she was in the chat multiple times. Flame Monroe was in this chat. So let's stop.
She said drop on down off the bushes.
She would drop out of the bushes. So stop acting like you don't know me. You knew me from Chicago, but you never would have thought that I became this person, this icon, this entertainer. You never would have thought that. But this is why you never discredit.
And you're more entertaining than her.
More entertaining than her.
No shade.
You better know it.
No shade.
You better know.
That's why the girls is scared.
They
spooked and nervous.
They spooked and nervous because they see the entertainment. What shocked them is the website. That shocked them. And what shocked them that we're still doing it. That's what shocked them. That's why they work, because what Flame is doing is no different when Funky Dineva was doing gatekeeping the platform. Funky gatekeep and said, you will never be on Foxo, and that ended. Flame is on there. Like I tell Armon Wiggins when he said, I would never work with Armon Wiggins. That's never say never, because you never know what's in the deal. Because if they want to do a duo show with Wiley and Armon, paying us $250,000 a piece, you gonna take it unless you stupid. So stop saying what you never would do, because you're judging me right now. You never know how I'm gonna be in the next 6 months or what position I'm gonna be in the next 6 to 12 months. So stop saying what you never would do, because you don't know what you're gonna do. Because he said I would never get caught with booger sugar leaking out my nose, but about 6 months ago he had crust leaking out his nose. So stop saying
he was with that Bobby guy, and that Bobby guy didn't even tell him to wipe his nose.
Right, they didn't tell him to wipe his nose. He in there with Island Boy and Bobby Lights, and that's why he got in that bad accident, because he was high. He was high. He was under the influence. So he had to pay the driver. He had to go in his account and pay. He couldn't do it through the insurance company. He couldn't do it through that, because they would have to do a drug test. So he went on.
Wally, I can't stand you because you don't miss a beat.
I don't miss a beat. Don't you remember?
I missed that.
Do you remember when they got in that bad accident when he was in Florida? He never talked about it. Because he and Bobby Lights was doing booger sugar, getting high and drunk, and they hit a car. Period. He messed up.
Wally don't miss a beat, baby.
Baby, when I say you are my favorite celebrity, I study him. That's one person in the game. I study Armon Wiggins. And one thing I learned from Armon Wiggins is to don't burn up nobody book, because that's war.
Yeah.
I never burned nobody. Now, I threw some books in the air. But them books,
I mean, it was iconic in the beginning, but was it worth it in the long run?
It wasn't worth it in the long run.
But it was entertaining in the beginning. I ain't gonna lie.
It was entertaining in the beginning. Just like when you screw a woman, it's entertaining, it feel good. But once she have children that you don't want to deal with, it's long term, it's pure hell. But yes, in the beginning, it felt good. The fire, her yoni, it was good. It tastes good. I came, it felt good. But when she get pregnant, I don't want to be with this woman no more. She's trash. But that one decision that you made because you wanted some type of pleasure and prove your point, now you got to deal with a consequence and deal with that consequence for the rest of your life. So that's what Armon Wiggins, he made a emotional and erratic decision and is following him back in 2024. Of course, I knew he regretted it, but he did it privately. When he called me from Paris, he said, I regret doing it. And he should have deleted the video then and apologized and said I was wrong. But he kept digging at Jason. But if you know anything about an old school snake that know his way in Hollywood, you know, he knew how to play Armon behind the scenes. He can't see Jason Lee coming. Just like when they took the Instagram back, he said somebody deliberately did it. That somebody is that man on this flyer that's running for District 6 in Stockton, California, the one and only Jason Lee, the one that said change you can count on. The one,
and he is Jason Lee, and he approved this message.
And he approved this message.
That was iconic when you said that about.
You better say it. I'm talking about the Jason Lee that got that Jerry Carroll male wig unit on his head. That ain't nothing but a wig unit. He ain't got no real hair like that. So my thing is, Armon Wiggins can't see this man coming. He can't see it coming because while he's going, and then he's distracted on YouTube. The brother, see, this is the thing I got to say about my favorite celebrity. He used to be happy doing YouTube. But sometimes when you get the money, the drive and the happiness go away.
Yeah, that's that.
You're chasing the wealth and the lower. Now, when he was low budget, wearing them nasty, dirty T-shirts, working at AT&T, working in front of racist white folks and they filthy iPhones, have to be called the N-word when his boyfriend car broke down. The white racist manager didn't let him go pick up his boyfriend. When he was doing that, he was happy because it was a drive. Now that you became successful, his drive went away. He want to change, even though he haven't even done celebrity gossip that long. It ain't been 20 years. He been doing it for 6 years, and he tired of talking about celebrity. Do you know what he really want to talk about? Spirituality, tarot card.
But that ain't not where the money is.
That's not where the money is at. So that's why that brother, he don't want to do celebrity guys. He don't want to talk about female rappers. He want to be able
why
to
is
read
that? Did he get
cards
threatened in
and
the
burn
back end?
incense. You said what?
But why did he get threatened in the back end? Why all of a sudden?
I think that his true thing is spirituality. It's just because if you anytime somebody taking a class, because y'all don't know about the favorite celebrity. Can I talk about my favorite celebrity for a second? Anytime you're taking a class, spending hundreds of dollars, taking a Zoom class with witches and warlords, that's where your passion is. He's not taking a class on how to do celebrity gossip. He know how to do that. This man is taking classes on how to put a spell on a person, how to read and tarot cards. When that white woman exposed Casey and Diddy and all what she said came to pass, he said, I'm so happy for this white woman. I wish, a quote, I wish she taught classes.
Oh, sure. End quote.
End quote. He said it.
Wow.
So when you don't see Armon Wiggins, he's in his house with his notebooks saying how to be a witch like Harry Potter. How to read tarot cards.
If that's and he no longer want to do celebrity gossip, why don't he just pass the baton to the Wally show?
I don't understand that. And then when he go on that backup channel, it's low views. And when he bring it to his main channel, it is low view. It hurts his ego. Because he taught in the music. Let's talk about the music back last year, right? He did the music last year. And it hurt his ego because he couldn't even crack 10,000, 100,000 streams. Because that's where your real support come. Yes, you get the people when you're dragging Nicki and Cardi. But when you try to see, I'm not the one wasting my time and I don't care. That's where your real support lies. Not when you dragging Remy Ma and Cardi and Nicki. Because everybody like a clown that's talking about celebrity rapper. But when you sing down, deposit your check, ooh, you think you like me, I did it, and I did.
No, the first song that you sung that's still one of my favorites.
I'm Not the One is a great song. It's his audience didn't give a damn about it because we don't want to hear yo singing when you talk fast or talking on a good note. We want to see you dragging black women. Hello. And he had to eat that. And when he was doing Station Head, he tried to change Station Head. He went on Station Head, and he no longer tried to drag bloggers. He didn't want to drag Wiley no more. Because it validated what I was saying on YouTube. So what he tried to do was talk about his life, do tarot reads, eat, chew ice. He didn't get no view. He lost his check on Station Head because Station Head will give you a check as long as you dragging Wiley, long as you dragging Tasha. They don't want to know about your goals and your future in tarot reading. Go ahead.
You have to keep 500. 500 members.
You have to keep 500 listeners each episode, which he could have reached that and above if he would have kept dragging Wiley. If he'd have kept letting Wiley come in the chat, That's one thing about Milagro. Is because she always keep her opposition in the chat because that increased revenue. That increased viewership.
I was in her bushes earlier today, baby. And it's always messy over there.
It's always. And that's why she always allowed me to go. Why haven't she blocked me? Because Wiley is good for business over here. He's going to play the antagonist. They love mess. And so
we love mess.
And then what was the death blow to his Station Head career? He said, stop posting Wiley's name in the chat. Stop it. And once you told your audience to stop posting these names, the viewers left. They only gonna come if they can't be messy in the chat, they're gonna stop watching. And they stopped. And his career was over. He made an announcement. Oh, well, he did what fucking Aniva did. Station Head want me to work for so many hours and the money ain't changing. The same lie.
How's he doing in the other app or whatever that is?
Ain't no other app. He's on Twitter for free. He's not getting paid to do that room on Twitter.
After he went, oh wow. So he should come back.
He should come back because he entertaining them on Twitter. And while he's entertaining these people on Twitter, you abandon your people on YouTube. And then that backfired because the Barbs woke up to the okie doke. Barty Gang woke up to the okie doke, and they turned against him. Even Kim Barbie turned against him. And now he's struggling because now he tired of pinning women together because now you got to pretend to be a Nicki fan, but it don't work. You got to promote the underdog. You got to trash Nicki. You don't get as much viewership kissing Nicki Minaj, but you get the viewership when you say she is an old grandma, she needs to retire, and Cardi B is the it girl. Once he start kissing Nicki Minaj butt, it didn't get the same traction than versus telling that Nicki Minaj need to have several seats. Talk back to me in the chat. Because people don't want to hear you singing people praises. They say that, but they want to hear you drag. They say that. But even myself, I picked it up. I said, let me try this strategy. Let me taste it. Let me get a little taste of it. So I started criticizing Nicki Minaj, and that made my TikTok get 80, 90, 100,000 views. That made my shorts grow. That made me get monetized on Facebook. And the Barb said it when I thanked getting monetized and my high views. They said, you need to thank Nicki Minaj. They saw the numbers.
You thanked her yesterday.
And I had to thank her yesterday because that was the whole strategy. And it worked. I trashed that woman. It don't get the same traction when you bow down, make her queen. They make her queen. They want to see a cockeyed, crusty-nosed man drag Nicki Minaj, and they gonna watch it. My highest views is when I'm dragging Nicki Minaj, and they be in the chat doing it, making response videos about me on TikTok. They all in the comments, thousands.
And Wally, I'm gonna jump back in the bushes, but I just want to say you kept your word, and you did say you would bow down to the queen, and you did that late night.
Did I do that late last night?
Queen.
You better know it. You better know it. And I'm glad somebody said you telling the truth because I have to tell the truth here. And this is when it comes to Nicki Minaj and it comes to Armon Wiggins, right? He and his fans have said it. You need to expand your topics because one of the criticisms of the Wiley Show is that all you talk about is Armon. And that never was the case, but that was the perception. So what do? We start talking about other things, more people. But I know when I talk about him and he come on the show, it's the highest views. I get it. I'm not stupid here. It's no different when I'm talking about Flame Monroe and she responded, it's the highest engagement. But I'm glad having beef because beef is good on this type of show because this is a celebrity gossip beef sector. It keeps the girls watching. Everybody keeps saying, well, other sectors don't do this. That's other sectors, baby. You can't
even that's a lot because they do it too.
Right, but what I'm saying, even if you go into the sports arena, they're beefing. Everybody is beefing, but they're beefing in their arena. And Flame Monroe numbers is still low. This is a 65-year-old comedian that was sitting on stage with Tiffany Haddish, and she don't still have 100,000 subscribers. This woman been doing comedy when I was in my mama yoni.
And she's doing something wrong. She should link up with you.
She should have 5 million subscribers. So while she criticizing Wiley and Armon Wiggins, step your cookies up, honey, because you still performing in front of a 20-seat venue. This is for Wiley. This is for when I have my meet and greet. I should be at this type of venue starting out, correct? But baby, if I'm still doing the Wiley show, if I'm still walking, still be able to see, still in my right mind, at 65, baby, I should be in an arena. I should not still be performing in front of 20 people. You too old to be performing in front of this given open mic night, open mic set. This is something where an up-and-coming stand-up comedian, if I ever want to do stand-up, this is where I need to be performing. This is a set for the Wiley show. Not for
beginners.
Right, this is for a beginner. This is for a beginner, a comedian with training wheels. This ain't for a sister that got gray hair and wrinkles all over her body and she performing at this venue. Stop playing with me. I know you can't take this truth, but it's the truth. You is a failure. Do you know you got to be so bad where you got to get a blogger that will sue by Cardi B to open up for you? Why can't you get Monique to open up for you? Why can't you get Miss Pat open up? They ain't got no loud, down, low liar that ship their son to Africa open up for them. They got established comedians. Because you so desperate, because don't no established comedian want to do a show with you because they don't agree with your lifestyle. Talk back to me.
Okay.
So you would rather get a liar just to stand on stage, and she don't have to be funny as long as she bring them winos to sit in the audience.
I think they doing the back end there. I think she getting a cut.
Of course she.
Who got the bar? Who got the ticket?
Because you reason why you bring it up, because you know Tasha can't gonna work for free. She a lot, but she ain't stupid. She gets her bag. You ain't traveling for free. That costs money. You ain't taking your staff for crab legs. That costs money. You ain't renting no office space for free. That all costs money. Look at this picture of her staff eating crab leg. Look at all them cucumbers and corn on the cob. Look at that place. Look at them. And them men look like they can eat, because anybody got them rusty hands can eat. Look at that man jacked up teeth. You know he can eat. Come on, stop playing with me. So she gonna get her money.
You know where the show is gonna be?
Yes, I know what the show gonna be. And it's gonna be, you guys, it's gonna be at the New York Comedy Club.
You alive?
Yes, I'm not a lie. It's gonna be at the New York Comedy Club.
Oh wow.
The New York Comedy Club.
Okay.
And that's where it's going to be. It's not a huge venue. She's not performing at I really thought that she was going to be performing at, the Apollo Theater. She's still performing in comedy clubs at 65. You might as well retire. Because somebody said it. Folks ought to leave Wiley alone because he go hard. When they go low, I go low, or I don't play. Because I already know what you're going to say about me. You're going to talk about my eye. He stayed with his granny, his eye. But I got multiple things in my chamber. I'm going to bring up your lifestyle. Because we ain't even going to talk about eyes with fame. She can't even read the chat. Baby, you got to put them letters on steroids for her to see it.
Yeah.
Baby, you got to put them type of letters when that lady was singing Jesus Can Work It Out, and she said, I went to the door and I saw a letter, big old red letters, said foreclosure. That's the type of letters you got to be, baby. You got to put them type of letters when the bank about to foreclose on your property to her to see that chat. How dare you get to come and talk about Wiley when you can't even read the chat?
Yeah.
Come on. Getting the highest views when you or whatever someone else dragged Nicki Minaj is crazy, respectfully. But it's the truth. It's crazy, but it's the truth. And that's why we had these conversations, and I love the icon, people that are day one supporters. Y'all see the shift. I believe this year is a great year for the Wiley Show. And we're not even in next month yet. 12 days, we have been hitting y'all with hot shows. I think the formula is better. I think that y'all are loving it. Y'all see the difference between the Chicago production versus the Dallas production. Many people like the Dallas production too. You know what I'm saying? Many people like the Dallas production. And the only reason why I like the Chicago is because when you try to work side gigs, you don't have to worry about getting a car. Dallas, to get to these side gigs, you have to have a car because, baby, they public transit is in 1950. So, but Chicago is so you can get to the city, you can get to the suburbs, you can just travel, and you don't need a car. When you in Dallas, in order to really travel to go to places, baby, you got to get a car. Because if you want to go to Frisco, you need a car. They don't have public transit in Frisco. So that's why I like Chicago market, is because if you don't have a car, you still can maneuver. And I like Chicago because number one, I like the people. I got better connection. You just saw one of my friends, his boyfriend was sleeping. I do apologize for his boyfriend snoring in the back. But I have connections in Chicago. Bernie Mac's daughter in Chicago. So, I mean, it's so many connections in Chicago. So why would I want to stop going at my home base that I got home court advantage where I can have better opportunities there? And the reason why this entire set would have been in Chicago, but because I signed a 14-month lease, I did not know that my grandmother wasn't going to walk anymore. Because before I signed the 14-month lease, grandma was walking slowly, but she was walking. But her health declined that quickly. The week, like maybe after I signed on Tuesday, maybe Friday, she was bedridden. Like she couldn't walk like that. So that's when I went back to Chicago to help her with a sit-to-stand. Because even though she could stand, but she needed assistance to stand because my mother was hurt. She hurt her back so bad she had to get surgery because she was lifting her. And my grandma was heavy back in the day. This before she went in the nursing home losing weight. But when she was at home, baby, mama was cooking 3 full-course meals and grandma was eating. But she was heavy because due to the fact of her insurance, she didn't have the proper insurance, and my mother didn't know that because she didn't know how to move healthcare because she didn't call me until later on to how to get her the rehab, the therapy. So my mother did not know the area, and because her pride, because she thought she could do it all, instead of her calling her son that got the knowledge, understanding, to know how to maneuver in that industry, I got to the case late. And it was too late. Grandma, before the therapy, it was too late for home therapy. She needed rehab therapy inside a facility. And then you have to make sure it was the right one because I knew if you go to a rehab facility in a nursing home, you got to go visit. If you don't go visit, baby, if you go there for rehab, if they ain't feeding you, that is going to be a disaster. And that's what happened with my grandmother. Things weren't done right. So that's what made me go full time to Chicago to help. But I didn't skip a beat during my show. I still, even though I have to entertain you with kids in the back, I'm still going to entertain you because I didn't want to make a bad financial decision, abandon my obligation with my 14-month contract and abandon that. That's stupid business. I signed up for it. Why would I break that? That's dumb. So I will continue to pay the rent and live in Chicago and work in Chicago and almost paying 2 households, right? So, but this lease is almost up. Then I take the same green screen, the same camera, the same mics, do it in Chicago. And it will be better than my Dallas because I can invite more people that will be willing to share the platform with me because they knew me since I was a bush queen, a bottom in Chicago.
Okay.
You just saw one of the dudes on YouTube that just apologized to me. Did you see that segment? I don't know if y'all saw that segment.
Mm-hmm. But what I was being that you said Bush Queen, you had somebody on your phone yesterday, and he walked sex siren.
Come on,
and he didn't really answer the question properly when you asked him.
Okay,
what sex siren? So let me bust it down to you.
Go ahead.
Yeah, it's ballroom, but sex siren mean I was hoping he would have came on live,
right? Because
sex siren is body, 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 body. Can I get my 10 for body? That means you got cakes, you got your body nice and sexy. That's sex siren. And that's one of my favorite categories. But yeah. But yes, he walked sex siren, but was it junior sex siren or sex siren, sex siren? Is he a beginner? So,
I think at that time he was a beginner because this was back when we were like 2021, 1920.
So if he's still in the ballroom scene, that means he works sex siren.
Yeah,
regular.
So he don't do it no more, but he was just telling you back when he was doing it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and we were talking about when he was doing it. Yeah, but the reason why I brought him on because he reached out to me. And I didn't even know who he was. I'm like, who is this? Is this a Armon Wiggins, the Gruntle fan calling me? Because when you say that, is this the Wiley Show? Because most people that say that, they troll me. They scream on the phone. They play stuff on the phone. They play with themselves on the phone. They threaten me when they say, "Is this the wireless?" or they go in. So I hung up. And he kept calling. I'm like, who is this? Keep calling me on the Chicago number. Who is this? Is this a blow rat or a flame rat? So he eventually hit me up on Instagram, said, "This is Trey Boy." I said, "Oh my gosh, I know exactly who you are." And he said, "Well, I'm about to do a podcast." And he knew because he said, I inquired, and they said, "Do you know Wiley?" He's like, "Yeah, blah, blah, blah. You know Wiley, blah, blah. He can help you." So I told him, I said, "The best help I can give you if you come on the show and we do a segment about my past in Chicago. And that's a gateway, but you got to be entertaining, you know."
Exactly.
And you do that, you get to follow it. You get a head start. So he came on the broadcast last night. Now, I didn't know his boyfriend was asleep and he snored. His boyfriend snores loud because he gets it in. So, but anyway, he did apologize to me and said, "You know, Wiley, I apologize to you for talking about your eye when I was overall father of the Kardashian, Midwest father of the Kardashian family." The family scene was an extension of the ballroom scene. And it was very heavy in Chicago, very, very heavy in Chicago. This before the family scene got a part of the Kiki scene and the ballroom scene. This before all of that. We created our own scene. We call it the family scene. This before anybody in the family scene went to be really heavy in the ballroom scene. Even though some were, but everybody was heavily in the family scene, right? So it was dope. I enjoyed it. But they were very mean and nasty to me. And they did not accept me. And so what did I do? I created my own. I just said Wiley. I had my own government name, Wiley, the Wiley Show. Hey, Wiley. Hey, Wiley. What's up, Wiley? They never called me Marquise because I had the Wiley Show back then. And this before Armon Wiggins I ever met on the Armon Wiggins. He wasn't even doing social media. He was out there dancing for MC Hammer.
Okay.
And McDonald's not getting a Sprite from his stepdaddy or stepmama. So I was doing my show then. I wasn't as consistent, but I had an idea I wanted to do. I was doing it for fun. It wasn't for no check. It wasn't for to be a superstar. It was that I was doing a platform for gays. I would do a top 10 LGBT artists, the Freaky Boys, Fly Young Red. So I was doing this thing. I actually interviewed Fly Young Red on my show. Me and him fell out on my radio show. He called me and Armon Wiggins put that man on a three-way. Y'all remember Fly Young Red, the one that released the song "Throw That Boy P-Word"? You remember him? So this was before Lil Nas X. So I did it. I said that you're messing up your opportunity. You allow your friend, you're spending all this money. You need to do a follow-up to "Throw That Boy P-Word" because the people are going to move on. My prediction came to pass. I said he was trash. You a has-been. He called, and then I wrote an article about Fly Young Red. And I knew he was from Houston. He lived in Houston. So I got on Jack. Let me give you a marketing strategy how I grew. I sent the article to everybody in the Houston area on Jack. Once you do that, if it's a gay blog, it's going to spread like wildfire. Fly Young Red called Armon because they were friends. They were close friends. Armon called me. He said, "Girl, let me mediate the situation." I said, "Okay. Don't talk about me no more." Blah, 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 blah. I said, "I'm going to continue to talk about you, you low budget bottom, on my show. Watch me work." So I went live on Blog Talk Radio and I trashed Fly Young Red. Armon Wiggins, and I read an article about Fly Young. I forgot the headline. I said, "Fly Young Red has failed the community. He has flopped." Something like that. And I said he showed up to BET with a dingy shirt. He showed up to BET dirty. He showed up really filthy at BET. So Armon called, and then blah, blah, blah. Then Fly Young Red called into the show. "Don't talk about me. Act like I don't exist. Don't play my music. You the problem." Oh, because Fly Young Red was talking about LGBT artists, talking about step your cookies up. I ain't got to beg no DJ to play my music. I ain't got to beg people to book me. Y'all ain't work hard enough. Then I start criticizing him, saying you need to stand up for, because I was saying at that time, rest in peace, Kurt Myers. I said Kurt Myers don't support the gay community because during that time, he booked Trina to perform on Gay Pride.
Yeah.
And I said, why are y'all booking a woman to perform in front of the gays, she's not gay. She is straight.
When we have gay artists out here.
And we have gay artists out there, and she got a gay husband, Bobby Light. So I went hard on my blog. So Kurt Myers and his team summons me to a meeting. Said, come to my office. Kurt Myers, may he rest in peace, he didn't show up. But PJ Morton, the guy in Dallas, is not the artist singer, because the artist singer thought I was talking about him. No, it's a guy named PJ Morton in Dallas, Texas. He was representing Dallas Southern Pride. So I kept saying that y'all need to book gay artists like the Freaky Boy. How do you know we did not reach out to the Freaky Boy? Now, first of all, the office was hot as fuck. How do you know we not booked out to the Freaky Boys? I said, you need to be booking Bobby Light. How do you know we did not book Bobby Lights? Let me tell you something. This is not Chicago. Because I kept saying, I'm from Chicago. Y'all need to book gay artists. Y'all outdated. This is not Chicago. You don't know how we do business in Dallas, Texas. I said, yes, y'all do business backwards in Dallas, Texas. Y'all the only state at that time celebrate Juneteenth that the slaves got the information late. Y'all been backwards since then. So I was going hard. So the next day, they made an announcement and said, we're booking Bobby Lights and adding Bobby Lights to that lineup because they booked Tank and Trina, and they added Bobby Lights. That was because of my hard work. Even though Bobby Lights act like I was trying to be like Armon Wiggins, but before he was doing the Coco with Armon Wiggins, I was standing up for Bobby Lights.
Mm-hmm. And he needs to put some respect.
And he needs to put some respect. That's how you got the booking. That's how you got on the club. That's how you was able to perform them songs that didn't nobody know.
And still don't know.
And still don't know. And I stood in the gap, and Kurt was mad at me. Everybody in Dallas was mad because I went for the heavy hitters. Because I said, in order for me to get a name in Dallas, I got to go for the people that's on top. Okay, King is one of the top leading gays here. I'm going after him. I said, Kurt Myers don't care about the community. He failed to book gay artists. And I went heavy on him. Now, at that time, I didn't have a team, so I had a roommate at the time. He the one that edited the blog post. I had a roommate that I met off of Twitter that we were screwing. The brother was an amazing writer, an amazing singer, had an amazing body and everything. He edited the post, and I put it on my Facebook page, and it went viral. And Kurt was pissed. Like, who is this Wiley? And even though me and Kurt made up before he died, because I started getting tested at Abounding Prosperity, and I met Armon Wiggins' best friend, the Twink God. This before he had an allegation of sleeping and R-wording an underage boy, and he changed his name from the Twink God to Jonathan or to James, or so he changed his name because he used to be called the Twink God. So a black twink put in allegations and said he put something in his drink and R-worded him, and the man changed his name. And that was Armon Wiggins' best friend. Let's talk about it. Come on, somebody.
Still best friends to this day?
Huh?
Is he still best friends to this day?
They still cool. I don't know if they best friend, but they were cool because he knew Armon Wiggins. He said, yeah, man, you know Armon Wiggins. You know he knew you too. I said, no, I don't know it's your friend. I only went to About in Prosperity because he knew Armon Wiggins, and he was good looking. He was a twin guy. He was attractive. I knew he didn't want me. I was older. I wasn't his type. I wasn't 15 or 16 because that's what the word on the curve is. He liked him young. But he had an allegation. That brother got on Twitter and said the Twink God put something in my drink and R-worded me. And it went viral in Dallas. And it came back to me. And I was trying to do an interview with him. And he refused because he called Armon Wiggins. Armon Wiggins said, don't go on Wiley's show. So I said, oh, cool. I'm still talk about it. You see, Armon Wiggins been trying to blackball me for years. This is why I'm on this deck. Y'all just don't know what goes on behind the scenes, baby. Just
behind the scene on the back end.
You don't know what goes on the back end. It's a reason why I'm on his neck. I'm just not on his neck just to be on his neck. There's a reason. So.
But wait. But he's doing the same thing that he claimed T.S. Madison and all them girls doing to him.
You better say it. He does the same.
I mean. What?
He does the same thing. And that brother, he had the allegation, and I would go get tested at About in Prosperity. And I got tested there. And then Kurt Myers, he upgraded About in Prosperity. He had another place in South Dallas. Now, mind you, I'm coming from an hour away to get to South Dallas. I don't even live in South Dallas. So I'm driving all the way, and baby, that's the hood. But that hood is way upgrade than Chicago hood. But anyway, I'm in South Dallas, and Kirk comes out of the office, and he met me. He said, "You know what, Wiley? I'm dating a man with bipolar. Y'all are creative, brother. Thank you. I'm a fan of you. Even though you drag me, but I'm a fan. I respect that you creating your own show and you want to do it your own way. I respect that you're not trying to be cool with everybody. You have your own identity, but just make sure you take your medication." I said, "Cool, because you bipolar people, y'all can go there." And I embraced him in the hug. And then I went to Kurt Meyer's office, and he said, "I heard that you got a big pen." He said that in his office because I wanted to be media in the show and go with T.S. Madison. When she booked T.S. Madison, Armon and them, I mean, I wanted to be media due to the fact that Armon and T.S. Madison and them, they didn't want me to be media. And Kurt Meyer said, "I heard you got a big ping." I heard that's what the girls said. Because, girls going to talk. I was screwing people in doubt. They're going to tell him he the king. All the mess. So anyway, he said, "I don't mind you coming being media, but T.S. Madison don't want you around. So we're going, or Armon Wiggins don't want you around." It was like,
so are you in T.S. Madison contract?
I'm in the contract, baby. I'm in the contract. She said she don't want you to come, but you can't even get VIP. She don't even want you to the VIP section. But you just cover the regular. I said I respectfully decline. If I'm a very important person. I'm the only person in Dallas that's a blogger that's waking it up for this struggling market and this backward market. If I can't come in the VIP, I don't want to come. And first of all, and I stood up and I looked at his team. I said, T.S. Madison is not funny. You could come out better booking Cookie Tookie. At least she's entertaining. Though she's a crackhead, but she's more entertaining than that clown that you bring in. And
so little old Wally made it to T.S. Madison.
Yes.
Contract.
That made it to contract. See, this is why these people don't discuss me. Like even they know who I am. T.S. Madison, when I catfish her makeup artist, because I didn't know that man was her makeup. I didn't know her man. I believe his name was Nate. I forgot the man now. I believe it's but that was T.S. Madison makeup artist at the time. Dang, I don't know the man. I think his name was Nate. I can't remember Jonathan Nate because they got these similar names. Anyway, I catfished him. He go to YouTube. See, this is the thing. He went to YouTube. I can tell my business. Hello. He went to YouTube, said that he came to my door. He came in the apartment, went in the back room, and the person that was attractive, which was my cousin picture I used, wasn't there. That's a lie. What happened was, let me correct the record in 2024. I did catfish him. This is the story. I used my cousin that's on drugs right now. He wasn't drugged in. I used his picture and I used my picture. Let me tell you how.
And what Wally's saying is still the same because Wally been telling this story.
I've been telling it forever. Because I was the roommate and John and I was the roommate. I was the cousin roommate and Jonathan was the one. So I said, go on over and meet Jonathan. Bye, bye, bye. I'm using Jonathan's identity. He comes over and I said, well, I have a roommate. Can you show me a picture of your roommate? I was like, here, this is my room. I was like, okay, because I need to know who. So he seen who I was. So then I sent a message like, oh man, I gotta go. I'm sorry. Blah, blah, blah. I have to cancel. But you already here. This is how I play. Oh, baby. Baby, I knew how to play it. So he saw me come up there with a towel on. With a towel on in a shirt, whatever. He come up to the door. Buttercup is barking. He said, where's Jonathan? And he looked at the phone, Jonathan. He walked away. That was the end of that. But that makeup artist ran to the internet. He didn't know who I was. Man, I really got to get this man's name. It's going to have to come to me. He ran to the internet, said this guy tried to catfish me. Wiley tried to catfish me because I reached out to him. Wiley Show tried to catfish me. Then the people from Ear Hustler Podcast, they started talking about me about it, and it went viral in Dallas. I want to get this man's name, but it can't come to me.
It's going to come to you.
It's going to come to me. So he said that I was on the show with Taj TV, Taj TV. You could see him on TikTok.
I remember him. He's no longer on YouTube.
Right. He's on TikTok doing very well. He interviewed the guy interviewed the guy about the situation. He was mad. I interviewed and I said, "You a flop makeup artist, flop, trashing him." And I knew I was going to win. I'm losing the battle because the girls is gagging them. But I said, strategically, I'm going to get you back. I'm going to let you have your moment, girl, but I'm going to get you back. So we having all this fun. And I'm just saying, then he do a show on YouTube. Tracy interviewed him. Everybody interviewing this man. But I knew if it make me 6 years, I'm going to get you back, though. So years
That's the Scorpio.
Huh?
That's the Scorpio in you.
That's the Scorpio, baby. I'm going to get you back. Oh, baby, I lost the word. Don't worry. You're going to get stung. So years later, I start going out to Marty's. Now, I never went out in Dallas. You never seen me out at no Dallas club. But this particular time, I said, I'm going to start going out.
But you're forgetting something you recording live on Stationhead.
I know that, but we get into that. So I go to Marty's, me and Theo. Theo forgets his phone in the Uber, so he outside. He always forgetting something. He's a very forgetful person. He's outside. I'm getting my Red Bull and my Hennessy. I see a beautiful woman in a wig. I'm like, man, they got a beautiful woman at Marty's? Like, dang, okay. Didn't think nothing to it. Drinking, dancing, talking to the Dallas, chasing Dallas people, kissing their butt. Because if you trying to get interviewed with the gays, you got to kiss their butt and stroke their ego. I'm talking to Robert. Oh, you so the best. I'm talking to all these people. And I leave Marty's. We get in an Uber. We go home. Choo. I go into Jack. Boop. Doo-doo-doo-doo. That person, T.S. Madison, makeup artist. Why did you, this is what that person said on Jack. Why did you catfish me? I said, why are we still talking about this happened like this? Just tell me why. Well, because you're attractive and I knew you didn't want to sleep with me because I had a cock eye. So, you know what I'm saying? I knew if you saw my personality, maybe you would have gave me the yams. She kept talking. Oh, okay, whatever. I saw you in Marty. You look pretty nice. I saw you in Marty or whatever. I'm like, oh, you was in Marty? I didn't see you in Marty's. Yeah, I was the one that taught you with the wig on. I said, that was you? Like, dang, you look kind of nice. So we still talking. And I'm like, he's still sending me messages. I'm like, okay. This before the ice storm. I said, let me come over. No, come over for what? What do you want to come over for, Wiley? When you keep doing that, no, let me just come on. Let's chill. Let's talk. Let me apologize to, what happened. We could just talk in person, blah, 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 blah. And eventually he sent his information, but you ain't going to come. You lying. You ain't going to show up. So I get in my two-door car before the snowstorm. It was the middle of the night. This is after Marty's. And I drive to his apartment. Go in. Guess who answered the door? He answered the door butt naked. This is TS. But I knew these queens like to lie on the internet and pretend like I'm a low-budget catfisher. Don't nobody screw Wiley. I needed evidence to prove my point. Because I only had a 99.9% success rate of catfishing people. So I need 100% because 99.5 won't do. So this time I threw everything and I'm streaming it on Stationhead. Streaming it. Licking everything. And he knew I was recording it. He liked the clout. People would do desperate things for clout. He knew I was recording. He knew it. He didn't care because he was horny. And I was horny. So, but I'm going to make you remember this moment. Lick every inch, kiss every inch. And I went inside him. It was the best ever. And I spent the night at his house, woke up, and it was about to be the ice stuff and storm about to come. And I went to Walmart to get some groceries. Oh, before that, after we got through screwing, I'm gonna put my interview hat because this is when you're gonna do pillow talk. Before we get into round 2 and 3. And he started spilling tea and said, yeah, I'm kind of over it. Because T.S. Madison, T.S. Madison reached out to me. She wants to do an interview and expose you. And Armon Wiggins, he reached out to me too. I said, what? These people that sit on the internet that say they don't like the Wiley Show, these same people that say I'm the cockeyed demon, I'm the cockeyed snake, I'm a psycho, I'm this and that, they ain't crying about Brother Wiley. He's
on the back end.
On the back end. Because they wanted to use that situation to try to embarrass me, but it wasn't going to work.
They tried to team up on the Wiley
They tried to team up. But now when we slept together and I told the world, Armon and T.S. Madison reached out to him, and now he don't want to answer his phone no more. When he see me and Marty, he turned the other way.
Back down.
He
He
back-
back down.
Yeah, he back down. But ain't nothing you can say now. But go and run and talk about, oh, he catfished when we didn't slept together. Go and run and tell that lie. Now you got about 50,000 witnesses to say, bro, we heard the moaning. You love that Wile Coyote. How? You love it.
Okay.
You invited that man to your house. And they called him and said, Wally talking about you. It was too late. He was shocked because he thought I didn't get no traction because this is what T.S. Madison told him and Armon told him. Don't nobody view Wally. He's a nobody. Obviously, that's a lie because
He probably thought he had one person or two person listening.
yes. I don't care if it's,
That was that back in the day. Wally grew.
I
big
grew.
time.
I grew. I have a name. And so now he did that and now he did. And so he still from time to time see me on Jack. He still be watching my Jack page. And eventually he gonna see me out. He gonna do it again because it was great. He said, you are really good in bed. He said in the pillow talk, you don't even have to catfish. You look good. And you good in bed. He said that out of his mouth. All the people that I catfish say you don't have to do it. But they say that once the pleasure and stuff like, no, I did have to do it because I knew you didn't like the eye. But you seen the true identity. Everybody that I catfish, I'm going to use Jonathan's picture and I'm going to use my picture as the roommate. And this is the whole thing. That's to make it easy. You come there, you look for Jonathan not there, and then I have about 2 advice, and I text and say, hey, man, I'm not able to come. But you already here. Now you're going to see Wiley personality. This ain't about me putting nothing in your drink. None of that. You got to do none of that. Only thing you got to do is get your good personality and get that good personality. I put that Wiley, the same show you getting, they get a good show, entertain it, laugh, and before you know it, we screw 'em.
Okay.
Because my personality, once you sit and listen, you gon' So we had a good time. All of them. Great. And it's still, I still have some friends that been on this show that they ain't gonna never tell you we have a friendship, and our friendship started when I catfished them. Come on. Stop playing with me. So it was so entertaining. And I say that because that's a part of my story. I said the part, they all seen my picture. Yeah, my cousin, he a blogger. Oh, make sure he ain't gonna have no cameras around, blah, blah. They seen it. That's the whole conversation. I always use my cousin picture and I use my picture. I'm the roommate. And I say, well, my roommate gonna let you in because I'm coming from the store. I'm gonna get some drinks, blah, 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 blah. Maybe I had it all out, baby. I planned this. So they come there and I say, oh man, I got caught up into something, blah, blah, blah. And see why you here. And then I'm gonna drag my cousin. He trash. Baby, he trash. He trash. He ain't know he trash. He would have been that terrible. That's weird. I give you the gas. I give you the gas money or whatever. But and then before you know it, we do it.
Yeah, because when you're the heat of the moment, you want the pain.
And the heat of the moment, you want it. And these people that was on it was, yes, they want it. So because what I have, because baby, when I walk around that apartment with my underwear, baby, you see this, you ain't see me in person. And the gay, it don't take much for the gays to get it in. Come on now, these are men.
No,
baby, you blow harder. You blow. They ready. So
well, I'm a size. There's no shade. So
right. So that's what happened. That's what the entire story was. But I had to bring up this thing with the T.S. Madison makeup artist is because Armon Wiggins was in his ear in T.S. Madison. And I had to prove a point. Because and I proved it very well. See, the reason what keeps me so iconic and so soft after I don't go to the club every week. I can count on my hands how many times I've been to a club in Dallas, maybe 4 or 5 times. And I've been in this city for 6 years. So when I go, it got to be something special. And the only reason I went to the Heroes Lounge twice because my viewer came from another city, another state, and she introduced me to the Heroes Lounge. because her homegirls know about Heroes Lounge. And so that one made me go to Heroes Lounge. And then Theo's sister introduced me to Sue Ellen's because we were tired of Marty's. That's a low budget, hole in the wall, dusty. It's old. And it's empty. And then DJ Rude Boy, which been in my home. All right, catch that T. And he said, "Well, don't leave. The people gonna be coming." Like, this is boring. And I was waiting on your boy Nunu to come. He ain't come yet. I said, so Theo's sister was like, "Listen, we gonna go to Sue Ellen's. That's the lesbian club." I said, "Good. I want to be around the lesbian. Let's be around some fish." So we get in our car. We go to Sue Ellen's, and baby, it was packed to capacity. Packed to capacity. Not only lesbian, gay, straight, thugs. It was lit. I've never been in a club that packed since my Chicago days. I've seen it. But it was packed and fun. And then that's when we start having a good time. And that's why I met other dudes and getting in. And so when I had my Dallas meet and greet, we went to Heroes Lounge, but it was
with Nate, right?
Yes. We brought Nate in the Heroes Lounge. And older people, Heroes Lounge is a straight club, which I like because I had fun, but it take them a while to get their battery charged up. So they ain't really hitting the dance floor until about 10:30, 11, 12. It take a while for them to get their battery up. The young folks don't take that much. So they was bored and they said, let's go to Sue Ellen's because Nate is not straight. He's not bi. So he got to be in something gay. So we all went with Nate people and they didn't go. And we all went, Theo's sister, Nate, and myself, and some other people, I think. We all went to Sue Ellen's. I think Aaliyah went there too. We all went to Sue Ellen's and it was popping. So my point is, I don't go out as often, but when I go out, I make a statement. And as I should, right? Just like when I went out to Atlanta, look at all them conversations I was having in Atlanta. Look at the station head. I didn't even know station head pick up that audio. They pick up that sound.
It's clear.
Very well.
You was buying the people. You went to the Chinese restaurant.
Yes.
How was the Chinese? You said it was good, right?
It was really good. Brandon Carter. And that was the night of when I went to go see Monique. That was the night when I went to go see Monique. When she was taping her Netflix special. We went out with my colleagues, my brothers, Trey Sorrell and T Spiller. We went to Atlanta. Yeah. And this is when you know you are growing in life, in your platform. Just go outside. You will know if you're growing. Soon we get out of the car, a black woman stopped. Wiley, oh my gosh, I love you so much, Wiley. Oh my God. Because I'm entertaining. That woman saw me in the parking lot. She saw me before I saw her. She knew exactly what. Oh, that bad, the lip, cockeyed, Wiley. Then we went inside the club, and I knew everybody in there, mostly everybody in there, especially the celebrities, because I'm a media. I used to be a gay media analyst, so I know about the gay people in the underground market, right? Brandon Carson, Rico Pure, etc. So I'm just linking up with all these people and having a good time. And right there, I had a $300 credit limit. I'm acting like I got $5,000 credit limit.
Okay. Did somebody fall?
Right. Free drink. And I didn't know them drinks were expensive. I thought drinks were like $4 or something. Baby, don't drink.
Wait, who was Wally that you bought liquor for? I forgot.
It was Trey Sorrell. Yeah, it was Trey Sorrell. And I brought liquor for the other guy. I forgot his name.
No, it was the other guy I'm talking about.
Oh, you talking about? Oh my gosh.
Was it Farrah? Who was it?
Oh, Pharaoh. Four.
Pharaoh.
Four. PH.
Ford. Yeah, Ford.
I bought you good looking.
A hot mess.
A track. I love him.
I mean, no, he's cute, but
I love Banji. They call that Banji cunt in Chicago. They used to call that Banji cunt, and I love it. It was entertaining. It was fun. And then people was like, "Oh, wow, you're so entertaining in person. You. I thought you was like I'm entertaining. Don't take my online persona. It does not translate into me in a club. In the club, I'm kissing your butt. Now I might drag you the next day." But in that club, baby, I'm going to stroke that ego. Baby, I'm going to you're such my celebrity. I love your work. And then I know about your resume. When you know about a person's resume, they're going to open up too. Like Brandon Carson, he loved that I know about his show. He loved that I know about his projects. He loved that. And I took a picture and he know who I am. And I'm honest about it. Just like Rico Puig, you know, he got a little OnlyFans, but before his OnlyFans, I interviewed him in my grandmother's house on the radio on my grandmother's cordless phone, on her AT&T cordless phone. And I told Rico Pruitt, you need to get your own place. You need to sign that you need to let an attorney look over your contract. And I don't think you need to stay over there at Signal 23 TV house, because that ain't no free housing, free meals that's gonna come out your money. Then listen. Then he had another deal with Mama D. Manager wanted to sign Rico Pruitt. I said, I think you need to work with Mama D people because she's a celebrity and it kept you in the long run. They didn't want to do it. He kept letting Signal 23 TV. Then finally, he dragged Signal 23 TV and he dragged his boyfriend. Now, his boyfriend got the 3 letters, HIV, and now he's at New Vision Church right now. No type of tea. I ain't trying to expose his business. He put it out there. The man be talking about taking his HIV meds. And that's
it's all on Bingo, child.
It's all on Bingo. But you got to remember, before Bingo, they was dragging Wiley on YouTube. Before Bingo Live was created, baby, they was dragging. It was Rico and his boyfriend. What was his boyfriend at the time? The one that's in church now singing gospel music.
The light skinned one with the kid.
The light skin.
I don't know his name.
Okay, the one that's out there singing gospel music and singing out over there at the gay church in Atlanta. They dragged me on video. Talked about my eye, trashed me. Now, he apologized, the boyfriend, not Rico Pruitt. The boyfriend apologized because he wanted me to go to New Vision Church, right? He apologized for what he said. You know, once you get HIV and all that, you got an epiphany now, you want to be a Christian. Whenever you was HIV negative, you want to stun God, you want to stun church. Now you got the 3 letters and you don't want to die and go to hell. Now you over-Christianize. But you still got street in you because you're still talking about booty cheeks. You still talking about screwing. You still cussing. You still smoking. You still drinking. But to accept your man to make you sleep better at night, I'm not going to miss a church. I'm not going to miss a Sunday service. But at least I give him credit, at least being honest about being positive. He's honest about that. So, but being positive is not so frowned in the community because people don't care. The main thing they're going to say, the people that's positive, they say, I'm undetectable. And most people just don't care. They're still going to do it anyhow. But anyway, that's a whole nother topic for a whole nother day. But let me get on what he talked about me. He said, yeah, why? Because we was on Instagram together. Me and him. I knew these people's name. And he was apologizing. And T.S. Madison was in the chat. Told him to delete the live. So he deleted the live. And once I saw that man deleted that live, I ain't going to do, because you weak. Man, you better go get on the altar and get you some backbone because you weak. Why you listen to T.S. I would never go to your church if you listen to T.S. Madison, stuff like that. Because again, why is T.S. Madison concerned about me? She thinks she can gatekeep me in the community. No, you can't. Get up out of here. You're going to look bad. So
I remember, what's his name? Rico, what's his name?
Yeah, Rico Pruitt. Yeah, Rico Pruitt.
He was in the basement too.
He was in the basement too. She interviewed him.
So I want to know
and
they did.
And Arquez was his ex-boyfriend. Yeah, Rico Pruitt was pushed was out in the streets.
I want to know, did him and T.S. Madison do anything when he was in the basement?
You know they did. So he got on there talking about Arquez. Now, mind you, Arquez been on the Wiley Show. Again, I had a radio show. All these people that you see now was on my show. They act like they don't know me, but they was on my show. So he said Arquez is a scammer. He ain't got it like that. We were homeless. We would have to take a shower at the gym. I hope you said that in the basement to T.S. Madison. I reached out to Arquez. Arquez said, I do the show, but I'm not talking about that. I said, I don't want you to come on the show then. Why I'm not going to get on the show and ask you about those allegations? The man said you was homeless, said you ain't really got it like that, saying that you live in check to check in debt, and that you have to take a boo-boo in a shower at the gym.
They won't be the only one.
They won't be the only ones. A lot of them were struggling, but I didn't really know it until I did more research and I started noticing the guys that I was lusting out of, that I really thought had it, they were struggling, baby. Some of them been in my home in Chicago and in Dallas. Some powerful public, they think they powerful. I would say this word, popular in the game, homeless, in my bed, sleep. And then they on Instagram live pretending like they got it like that. And they told me to be quiet because they didn't want me to know that I'm on the show. And I'm not act like I don't know it because we still gonna do what we gonna do anyhow because you staying here. You already know what the requirement is. Hello. and you okay with it. Anyway, so so I can just go on and on and on. But these people, when my name brought up, he ain't nobody. I never met that man a day in my life. Right. You're just fronting. But I say,
but I'm gonna jump back in the bushes.
Go ahead, Icon of New York.
All right.
Anybody else want to call in? Icon New York being on this phone. They said, "Oh, okay, from somebody friend, that's different." Okay, if you did, it's in the basement while acting like they don't got it like that. Yeah, most of them did not have it like that. I was shocked. I was like, "Woo!" And then I noticed that people in Chasing Dallas didn't have no money. They were broke. Chasing Atlanta were broke and didn't have their own place. So Reese G actually begged me to live with me or have one of his cast members live with me because I had an empty room and they didn't have no money. He said, I pay you their share of the rent. And he said, well, what's the amount? I said, the amount is my rent is $1,200. They got to pay $500 for that room. He said, it's too much. I said, no, how is it too much? They got their own bathroom and their own bedroom. Do you want that room? It's going to be $500. He didn't want to do it because he didn't have it like that. Right. So I remember these people and I still do. This is why I talk about them. And it's okay. And I will never stop talking about them. All right. Thank you all. Anybody else want to call in? 972-674-9462. Uppity said, LOL, at least you honest. Okay, I have to be honest, baby. This is what I do. I'm honest. You know what you're going to get. You know the requirements if you want to live with me. You know the requirements. I tell you day one. I tell you what the requirements are. Either you accept it or go somewhere else. I'm going to give you the requirements. You know who I am. You know how I move. You know how I operate. I'm just... You know, if you want to come live with me, either you pay rent or you pay in another way. You ain't gonna do those type of things. Don't ask me. Go somewhere else. I'm not gonna take care of no man unless I'm getting something out the deal. If I ain't getting nothing, you can't come here. Tell the truth. And I go on and on and on because I brought somebody to live with me. He wanted to live with me. He got kicked out of a place. And he said, well, you know, I'm working, blah, blah, blah. I'm going to pay you some rent. I said, okay, cool. We just be roommates. Okay, no funny business. I'm like, okay. Soon it was time to pay rent money. He sent me $50. And I said, you got to go. I refunded that $50 back. I said, you go hit the streets. Bye. Here you are working. And you buying all this substance and you can't pay your share of the rent and I ain't getting nothing to it. You got to sleep in my bed. I can't touch you and nothing like that. And the only thing you gonna send me is $50. Refund that $50. You gone. Put that stuff out the door and I'll never seen that person again. Because I don't care how good you look. If you want to stay in people's place, you got to pay. Period. And then he didn't like it. He was dragging my followers, dragging the audience, cussing the audience out. How can you cuss out the audience if you don't got shelter? Because the first thing they're going to say, you staying with Wiley for free. And he didn't like it. That's why I said, stay in the shadows. I've had plenty of people in this house that never want to come on camera, but you do have some of them queens like the camera, like the spotlight. You do all that talking, and them people going to research you. And they say, you ain't got no place. You homeless. There was another man was talking about people, and he didn't like he didn't like it because his front tooth was missing. They started just talking about him, and he ain't been the same since. Because if you can talk about other people, baby, when you come on camera, they're gonna find a flaw about you, and you ain't gonna be able to handle it. He couldn't handle it. That man was so distracted. To this day, he always bring it up. Say, I can't come back on your show. Your people too mean. They too mean. I can't come back on the Wiley show. He was hurt. Talk about it, Tasha. That man was hurt. He was hurt that y'all talked about his teeth. That man said, you talked about my teeth. He was, I liked them too. But that man said, wow, Wiley, I thought you was weird with that eye, but I got to know you. It was great. I didn't get offensive and be mad at him. And I didn't even notice the man's teeth until y'all said something. Until y'all said something, that's when I noticed that man's teeth. I didn't even notice the man's teeth. I was looking at the body and something else, if you know what I'm saying. When I looked at that man, I said, what? I didn't even notice it. And then I told him, I said, if you come on the show, I'm very popular. He came on, Trey Sorrell, they dragged him. Trey Sorrell and T Spiller dragged him. Oh, you staying with Wiley? Then they put out a rumor in Atlanta, Trey Sorrell and T Spiller and them said that this person is staying with Wiley for free. Because he was telling all his business on social media. And they put the room out. I'm getting phone calls saying you taking care of people, you running a homeless shelter, blah, 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 blah. And all that was not true. But people, they run with it. Yes, he was living in a homeless shelter. He said this publicly. He has his own place now. Because you get around Wiley, you gonna get you a place. Because I'm gonna teach you how to get it. The man went through the system. He got him a place now. But that ain't gonna travel as fast as you when people think that you were living up on Wiley. The man got a beautiful, his apartment looked better than mine. Way better, more spacious. But I tell people all the time, be careful what you post on social media. And when you want to try to trash folks, they're going to dig up your social media and use your post against you. And that's what happened. They used that man post against it, and he didn't like it. But you told all your business. You tell it. I had another guy on the show. He was supposed to be a spoken word. That man showed up looking like President Barack Obama. Good looking. I thought the man was a church man, a Jehovah's Witness. My followers, I don't call y'all producers for nothing. Baby, y'all bring the mess before I can even see it. Y'all, it's more y'all and only one of me. Baby, they sent me that man Twitter and OnlyFans account of him slinging that microphone. I didn't even know he had that down there. And then I started snapping my fingers. I was like, hey, baby, so you want to come live with me? Very good looking man. We a friendship now. And he said he had to do it, the poet. He said I had to do it to pay bills. I said, oh, okay. And I told him ain't nothing to be ashamed about. But if you would like to come out of retirement, I want to produce my OnlyFans and I want us to do a video together. I want us to do a ghetto version of that movie when they was doing poetry. Y'all know the name of that movie. I want to do my remix of that movie, the gay version. What was the name of that movie when the man was a poet and the woman kept saying the man up there on the stage? Now Stella got your groove back. I had a vision, an idea in my thing, Love Jones. Baby, I want you to do a remix, the Wiley edition, the gay edition of Love Jones. Him showing up on stage, we screwing. Me running in the train station in Dallas. I want to do a whole remix. And he didn't want to do the thing. So at least I asked. So I brought characters on the show, but the Dallas characters, a lot of the Dallas people I brought on, they come on the show, they didn't want to stay, they want to live with you and stuff, and I couldn't do it. Okay? And I couldn't do it. And that's the thing is, I couldn't do it. Because they want you to take care of them. And these Dallas people, they don't want to work. And that's crazy. Like, get a job. If you can go and get your camera and stroke it, go stroke an application. Go get an application. Go out there in the world and get a job. But these people don't want to work. They would rather open up their legs than to get a job. Let's talk about it. You would rather live with somebody, let them cook food, eat up their food, stink up their place before you go get a job, and you can't beat them people posting on Instagram getting all them likes and don't want to work. They call them homosexuals. I've had plenty of them in my home. And they are professional homosexuals. There was one homosexual left and went to Atlanta. And now he begging me to give him a bus ticket to come back over here. But he didn't gain too much weight. It's a certain type of homosexuals that I like. You gain weight and get jelly rolls, I don't want you. Baby, you got to have body. I have a certain type. It's a certain type of homosexuals I like. But if you start getting fat, I ain't going to want you. I didn't block that person. I told him, you need to hit the gym. Try to sneak in somebody's gym and get you a gym membership. And then check back to me in 6 months when you get a six-pack. Again, what I was originally attracted to. I don't want you gaining all the weight. Nope. Drinking all them protein shakes, getting fat. It's a certain type of man that sit here. Every man that been here, it's a certain type. It's a certain type. I never had a man in here that was butt ugly and wild. It's a certain type I like. I like them ghetto, toxic, and I love me some barbs. Like them barbs, the Nicki Minaj bottoms. Baby, they my favorite. And one of them, the barb, I kind of miss the Nicki Minaj barb. I kind of miss him. He was adorable, attractive, and he was smart. He just didn't want to pay me no rent. And then, you got to pay rent. Either pay rent or drop draws. If you don't want to drop draws or pay rent, you got to go. Either. These are the rules. If you don't want to do that, you got to go. And then he texts me, I'm going to be going live and dragging you. Go and drag me. You won't win. You will not win. You will lose. I'm going to go on America and drag you. Well, go and drag me. And they're going to be right over here at the Wildest Show. I'm going to be getting clicks and views. Now, while you drag it, you need to be over there, fill out an application, and learn how to pay rent so you can stop getting evicted. Baby, how can you drag me and you can't keep an apartment for 1 month because you don't want to work? It ain't my fault. You keep saying you keep falling on hard time. And I've interviewed plenty homeless men off camera because they never want to talk about them being homeless. They talk about other stuff. Inspiring actors, inspiring poets, inspiring this, inspiring dancer. So, but privately, you will be interviewed. And and I asked them questions and they say, well, I was working here. I don't like that type of job, so I quit. See, no, Wally, I'm not going to be cleaning, but no offense. But you homeless. I never seen a homeless man got standards. Baby, you better wash some dishes and pick cotton. You got to do what you got to do to have a roof over your head. But these type of homeless people, they got standards. It's certain type of jobs they like to watch. It's certain type of job. What? This one homeless dude said, I quit this hotel job. I don't like to be disrespected. He was making $21 an hour, $21.50. They disrespected me, and I quit. But you homeless. Why you quit? Why you quitting jobs and you don't have a roof over your head? I said, if I quit a job, I done already had another job. I got another job already and I'm working and I let the other one go. But I would never quit a job and don't have a plan B. That's dumb and stupid. Then I told one person, and this is a Chicago homeless person. Some of my people met this person. Y'all met him on members only. It was on Zoom when I was at the basketball game. So I brought him. He's not homeless, but he about to be homeless because his family wanted to get a job. So I'm interviewing him. I said, you want to fill the application here? I don't want to do that. I said, okay. I said, do you have your license? Yes. You paying a note for this car, right? Yes. How much are you paying for this car? Which a car that you can't hardly put no gas in. I'm paying almost $600 a month. I said, well, You should do Uber and Lyft, Uber Eats. I don't want strangers in my car. Excuse me? You don't want strangers in your car? So you can keep the car, but a stranger who is the repo man gonna take it if you don't pay them? That's dumb. And then your priorities messed up. Oh yeah, man. We can smoke. Let's go on and smoke. Can you go get it? I said, no, I don't smoke weed no more. I'm delivered. Why are you concerned about smoking weed? I'm on a lot of stress. I said, no, you're depressed because you need to work. And what's triggering your depression is you not bringing in an income. You bring in an income, that depression gonna be gone. Get you a job. Stop that smoking. That's a crutch. I'm not gonna do that. Now you supposed to be straight. I ain't gonna smoke with you unless that we about to get in with the get in. It's a standard. I don't think he that straight in the first place. Let's be clear. He ain't that straight. Because if you know anything about Brother Wiley, you know I like man. Hello. Wiley, you did what you did. You paint on my friend. You are a disgusting person. Oh, okay. These is B sector people coming in. If you're a decent person, some people will let you stay with them if you pay your way. Yeah. All you B sector people, stop it. So I'm just really seeing this stuff. Attractive, good looking, but don't want to work. I said, you got to work. Be an entrepreneur. And that's the thing. One thing you can say about Wiley, I'm not too proud to work at Walmart. I worked in warehouses. I worked at gas stations. I clean houses. I worked with racist people. I worked with one racist company in Dallas, a cleaning company. That man said, it ain't clean enough, boy. A old white man. Boy, did I say it ain't clean enough, boy? I said, yes, sir. I will make sure I make it cleaner again. And his son would say privately, I don't appreciate my father calling you boy. You know, he come from a different. I said, sir, there ain't no problem. I work for his company. And if I ever feel disrespectful, I will quit. I'm fine. And I would do it. All right, boy. You did a good job, boy. He would always call me boy, never man, and stuff like that. And I would do it. It never bothered me. I had my headphones on, cleaned up, did my job, did my services, did my hours, paid me well, whatever they consider to be well. I never met, when I say paid well, I never missed a check. I never missed a check. It wasn't paid well. I wasn't paid fairly. I did my job, got good reviews and all that type of stuff, did what I did. I just felt like, oh, I'm going to just go and work somewhere else because I couldn't, it wasn't really no overtime. So I said, let me just go on back over where I'm doing until I get some overtime. But yeah, I've worked in places and I did it. And I didn't quit that job till I had another job lined up. And then I put my 2-week notice in. I told the person, and he fired me. He said, I don't even want to wait for 2 weeks because you should have never leave my company. I don't let people work within their 2 weeks. You leave the day you send your 2-week notice is the day you leave. And he thought I was gonna get another cleaning company. Because he said, you got a non-compete clause in your contract that you can't be trying to get cleaning our clients to work with your company. I said, well, I don't have a cleaning company. I'm just letting you know what you signed. I said, yes, sir. And in order to get your last check, you got to get your shirts and your pants and bring back the uniform. So I brought my uniform. No, actually, he picked up. He said, I don't trust you coming to the job. He was just so racist. I'm like, sir, I'm not going to show up and be crazy. He said, well, I'm going to bring it. I'm going to bring your check. I'm going to bring your outfit and meet me in front of the leasing office and bring your uniform. And I'm going to bring you my check. So I brought the uniform and he gave me my check and was gone. I'm like, all right. And just know you signed that non-compete and I will sue you, boy. I said, okay. Thank you, sir. And I moved on. Didn't cuss the man out, moved on because, because of my experience working in the business with people, the elderly, I knew he was ignorant. I knew he's going to die as a racist. So I can't change a racist heart. It's no use to me getting ignorant. It's no use to me trying to cuss him out. It's no use to me trying to lunge at him. Let him have his moment. If you feel that's his moment, he's sick, he's twisted, he's going to die that way. And listen, okay? And then Black Jesus going to tell him he ain't making it to the pearly gates. He going to be in hell. So I moved on and got another job. My point is always have something lined up before you quit your job. Okay? Always. I always will have that, that mindset. Hello. And don't get me wrong. I love each and every one of y'all because y'all watch me on my journey. Like, we go live because I love going live. I love entertaining my audience. I love being Black. And when I'm entertaining y'all, I keep it real. I keep it real. Because there's no use of me stop doing what I do, and that is to entertain. All right? I love it. And I got to talk about one more thing because I love talking. And since I'm doing a blog, I could just talk for hours and hours and hours. And hours and hours and hours. I love being Black. So being Black, I got to talk to one of my former colleagues, my former panelist member. Got to talk to him. He was arrested. And I want to share this really quickly. Come on, y'all. Like the video. We're still live. So the Real Housewives of Atlanta, y'all know that Cynthia Bailey ex-husband Peter was caught in DUI trouble. He was arrested again for DUI. The reason why I'm not going to judge this man so much, because Michelle Atielian Brown, my colleague, a very good colleague of mine, she invited me on her show, on Michelle Atielian Brown show, and I was doing a panel during the pandemic. It was me and Peter and Michelle Atielian Brown. And we were having a conversation about the pandemic. And I was giving my expertise and whatever I was talking about. And Peter was talking. We was having we was disagreeing. We was having a debate. And Milagro Graham, she came out and she said, oh my gosh, Wiley did a great job. So that's one thing I respect Milagro. When I'm doing something right, she on my side. When I'm doing something wrong, she gonna cuss me out and want to hit me with a crab leg. But when this man got arrested for DUI, I'm gonna pray for him because he's going through a lot. Number one, he don't have any hair. Number two, his beard is white and gray. Number three, his eyeball sockets is always red. Number four, Cynthia dumped him. Number five, he's not accepted in reality TV. Number six, his restaurants have failed. Number seven, his employees is looking for him. Number eight, he need Viagra. Number nine, his children is ashamed of him because he no longer get to pay their rent no more. Number 10, Michelle Atielian is no longer funding his future restaurants. So if you got all them L's, you will drink too. He got all them L's. Only thing best he can do is drink. So I'm just taking it easy on him. He's going through pure hell. And because he's a little bit of a beta, he's picking up a bottle and drinking. 10 reasons why Peter Thompson is a flop. 10 reasons. But Brother Peter, I hope you sobered up and y'all Senator Brother Peter. You ain't got to go out that way. Yes, you old. Yes, you flopped as a restaurant owner. Plenty people have flopped and they chose not to drink. They chose to keep fighting to make it. Brother, you got something that most people that Flame Monroe don't got. You got a skill, intelligence. You know how to talk in front of the camera. Why don't you call Michelle ATL Brown, your sis, your friend, to help produce you a show on YouTube? Then you ain't got to worry about owning a restaurant. You ain't got to worry about buying liquor at the liquor store because none of the liquor vendors want to deal with you because you owe all that debt. Why are you not on YouTube? You already see your senior citizen sister, Flame Monroe. She's on YouTube with glasses, even though she can't read the chat. She's on YouTube getting a click and a view. It's money on the table for you to get because you is a heterosexual man. You still look good. You still got them good chocolate lips. You still got that good beard. You still know how to talk. You still know how to look in the camera, and your eyeballs is straight. Look at it. Paul, can you please zoom in to them red eyeballs? But one thing I can say about them eyeballs is straight. At least when my mug shot, I was looking at the officer and looking at Big Bertha. At least when you did your mug shot, you looked directly in the camera. So I'm kind of jealous of you, Brother Peter. I'm a little bit jealous of you. You know why? Because though your eyeballs is red, those are some straight eyeballs. Hello. I envy and I'm a little bit jealous of you, Brother Peter, because at least you can look directly at me. When I look at you, you be like, are you talking to me? Because I'm cockeyed. So every time I look at somebody, are you looking at me? I'm sorry. Are you talking to me? You were talking to me? Oh, I'm sorry, sir. I didn't know you were talking to me because I'm cockeyed. I remember I was at the counter about to cash my $10 check, and the lady said, are you looking at me? Oh, okay. Because I think I'm looking directly at the person. My head is straight, but my eyeball saying another thing. So I'm a little bit jealous of you, Brother Peter. I'm a little bit. I ain't jealous of your drunken ways. I'm a little bit better. Now, the Viagra part, I don't know if it's true, but they said you can't get it up no more. If that is true, then it's according to the scientists and according to my Google research and according to Google, alcoholism affects the scrotum. Alcoholism, let me take down the Wilder the Troll banner there. I want y'all to see it. Alcoholism, it affects the scrotum area. So when you drink heavily, it affects your arousal. So when you drink, it messes up your scrotum department. You can't let it rise up. It affects you. Because that is a muscle and it weakens the muscle. And I'm taking it easy on Brother Peter because Brother Peter and I sat on a panel together. Brother Peter, can I talk to your son? I got to talk to you. Brother Peter, I wish that you pay people their money. This is why I tell people everybody ain't meant to be an entrepreneur. Just because you know how to create an LLC or S Corp don't mean that it's for you. You can't own a restaurant but don't want to pay your restaurant staff. You was the one that screwed over your employees. You would have did better just having one bar, one business. Stop trying to grow so fast. That was the problem with Miss Robin, and her son, Mr. Tim. He kept trying to grow the business so fast. Now, Sweetie Pass is out of business. You black. Stop trying to compete with McDonald's because McDonald's been in business since we was in the Jim Crow era. You can't compete with people that been in business since Jim Crow, been in business since 1619. You don't have the infrastructure. You don't have the line of credit. They're not going to give you a chance. If you fail, you fail. And it's hard for you to come up. So just be focused on that one bar, one restaurant. Don't try to expand in multiple cities. Wait until you have in your account $80 million. Wait till you have enough before you take that chance to do all that expansion. Stop trying to expand so fast. That's where you messed up. You were the one having restaurants in Baltimore, having restaurants in Atlanta, having restaurants in Miami. You grew too fast. If you're struggling with one restaurant in Atlanta, what the hell you think gonna happen in Baltimore? Stop trying to grow so fast. And in my close, drinking will not get you nothing but a mugshot. Drinking will not get you nothing but you ending up on the news. That's where it's going to get you. A fingerprint and a mugshot. I said the same thing for Sister Tiffany Haddish. But I'm coming to you harder because you are a bald-head man. You look like my father. Actually, if I didn't know no better, maybe me and you need to take DNA test. You look like my daddy. Anyway, where were you at back in 1989, 1990? Let me know. But I got to come at you hard because I come harder against men. Because men is the backbone of the household. They are the head. So I got to come hard on you, and I got to correct you when you get out of order. So if I ever get out of order and ever get twisted up like Armon Wiggins' spinal cord, I want somebody to talk to me and correct me and get me back into the right alignment. Say amen. So I'm telling you like it is. Peter, you are an embarrassment. But son, I can't judge it too much because I once had a mugshot. I didn't have multiple mugshots of you, but I once had one. And I made a change. I decided not to continue to do the things that got me in jail the first time. Brother, you too old to keep going to jail. You is almost in your 60s. You already look like a ghetto Santa Claus. You too old to be going to jail. The Bible said when I was a child, I spake as a child. I understood as a child. When I came a man, I put away childish things. The thing that you doing is childish, and you too grown to keep playing childish games. I understand if you was in your 20s, but baby, you almost in your 60s. You too old to be doing this. Get you some counseling. Get you some therapy. Get on your knees. Get on your face and pray to the Father that I need deliverance from this bottle. I need deliverance from this bottle. Go to church and tell them to pray till I get this bottle out of me. That I get this liquor out of my system. That I be sober-minded. Pray to Jesus that he heal you. That he take the liquor taste out your mouth. Pray to Jesus. Woo. Say, Father, can you hear me now? Take the bottle out my spirit. It's destroying me. So I pray that God do it for you, Brother Peter. I pray that God change your wicked heart. I pray that God do it for you. I pray that God change it. That you stop want to pick up that bottle. I pray that God change your direction to the liquor store, to the house of God. That's my prayer for you, Peter. I pray that you be a fisherman of men and not a fisherman of liquor. And I'm not going to judge you too much because I did wrong too. But baby, I saw it wrong and I made it right. It's time for you to make it right. You too old to keep going through those problems. You too old to be a criminal. Too old for that. Stop it. And maybe Michelle ATL is not going to tell you. But baby, I'm going to tell you. You on the wrong path, son. It's time to get on a new path. You on the wrong path. I said the same thing to Tiffany Haddish when she showed up in that mold on her face and she was drunk. I called her out. I called her out. When I called her out, I said it with truth. So I got to call you out. I called out my own mama and told her to stop drinking. I told her to her face, you ain't gonna live forever doing that. You're gonna be hitting your expiration date. You get sick now. Stop drinking. Get you some help. Go to a sober house. I told my own mama that. So if I told my mama that birthed me, you don't stand a chance, Mr. Bald-headed Peter. So I'm going to tell you, and I'm going to move on with my life. Because I don't believe keep preaching and telling you something, and you don't want to hear. If you don't want to hear it, then I'm going to move on. At least I told you the truth, and it's up to you to take it and change. If you don't want to change, good. That's your life. You grown, you older than me, then do what you got to do. But at least I can say I tried to tell Brother Peter to stop drinking all that liquor. Hello. Only need 13 more likes. You better hit that like button. I'm just getting started, baby. I'm just getting started. We've been on this broadcast for 3 hours. But baby, on 3 hours, I'm still at it. I know you don't like this type of commentary. It's too real. Baby, you're going to leave here shouting, you're going to leave here delivered, and you're going to leave here entertained. Ain't too many channels that can do all that. You gonna leave here with a history lesson. You gonna leave here delivered. You gonna leave here entertained. Baby, you gonna leave here knowing that you got it all in on the Wiley Show. I thank you all so much. I just want to say thank you. Make sure y'all go to my website. If you want to hear what I had to say about Peter, I put it all on paper. Go to my website. And I want to say thank you. If you bless by this, hit the cash app. Hey, I'm talking about if you had a good time, you should donate. Because, baby, this was some good entertainment. This was better than cable. This was better than cable. This was better than TikTok. This was better than Tubi. This was better than your Netflix special. This was better than your baby daddy dirty fingernails and dirty drawers. I made you laugh better than your husband, and you've been with your husband for 40 years. Baby, your husband didn't even make you laugh the way I made you laugh. Baby, your husband didn't even make you laugh like that. And you've been married to him for 40 days. I mean, for 40 years and 40 nights. Candace said, quote, damn, I remember that interview. Wiley, you didn't have to flame Peter like that. That video is how I discovered you. But sister Candace, I'm real. I am the same. I got to be able to come from the heart. You followed me because of my realness. You follow me because of me being authentic. You don't want me to change. You want me to keep being real. The problem, the reason why some of y'all unfollowing some of these people that you've been following for a while, because they no longer real anymore. They no longer authentic anymore. They too busy swallowing up men, underage boys, and they actually try to comfort them and groom them. So you want somebody real and authentic. Thank you. I'm funny and I'm real. This is why they can't stand Brother Wiley. This is why they in the bushes. But baby, you can't stop realness. I'm too real for some of these people. They supposed to be getting ready for TGIF, but yet they watching the Wiley show. Baby, you wish that you could come over here at the Wiley show. Come on over here and hit the link. I know some of y'all, he don't have any callers on his show. I don't need callers because this is not the call-in show. This is the Wiley show. Baby, you don't need to call. As long as you watching, you already answered my call. So we don't need to be bombarded by you calling in. Because this is the Wiley show. I thank you. Did you hit the video? Did you hit the like? I love it. I know it. It take y'all a while. But I'm here. I may be black. I may be cockeyed and ugly. But dear God, I'm here. I may be black. I may be crippled. I may have an uneven leg, but dear God, I'm here. I'm here. I'm free. Praise the Lord. I'm free. I'm no longer bound. No more chains holding me. My soul is resting. Come on, offering. Get the offering basket. It's just another blessing. Praise the Lord. Hallelujah. I'm free. I'm free. Praise the Lord, I'm free. I'm no longer bound. No more chains holding me. My soul is resting. It's just another blessing. Praise the Lord. Hallelujah. I'm free. Praise the Lord. Hallelujah. I'm free. Little black boy, you're beautiful. Little black girl, you are enough. When times get hard, always remember to put God first. I want to say thank you for those that are viewing us. If this is your first time viewing us, please subscribe. Please share and like this video. For those that want to be a blessing to us, hit the Cash App at $Marquise Wiley28. Zelle WileyShow at gmail.com. If you want to be more entertained in a written form, go to our website at www.wileythetroll.com, where you will be informed, entertained, and troll and laugh at the same time. If you want to see me in the flesh, we will be in Vegas. Meet Wiley in Las Vegas, April 26th to the 28th. We'll be staying at the Palace Station Hotel. If you want to book your room there, you don't have to stay there. You can stay in the Airbnb and you can meet me in Las Vegas, April 26th, 28th. Book your own flight. You got to pay for your own food. You just coming to see me. Having a good old time. And also, Couture Bay will be joining my beautiful colleague, Couture Bay. My sister will be there. Also, my other sister, Katie Talk 101, will be there as well. And that will be the last weekend in April 26th through the 28th. And also, if you want to have any questions concerning that, Wiley Show Productions at gmail.com. Let us know what club, what restaurant, where we should be hitting up. Make sure you hit us up. Give us some suggestions at Wiley Show Productions at gmail.com. We're looking forward to seeing you, and you. For those that want to send a check or money order, make it out to Marquise Wiley. If you want to send it to our P.O. Box, send it to our P.O. Box 701122, Dallas, Texas 75370. That's the P.O. Box 701122, Dallas, Texas 75370. That's our P.O. Box 701122, Dallas, Texas 75370. And we thank you so very much. Thank you so very much. We'll be back. We want to thank that we see Couture Bay in the building, and she said present, and you should be present and beautiful. You already know you thick and chocolate. I can't wait to see you thick and chocolate stuff. Don't let your name change to Couture Wiley. I see it in our future, but if you don't want it to change, I'll be your friend. I'll be in the friend zone. You know, you beautiful women put people in the friend zone. I'll pretend to be your friend, and then until you crack open the door for us, and then you know what I'm saying. It could be Couture Wiley, it could be Couture Wiley, or maybe it could be Marquise Bay. It'll make me a difference. We could be Mrs. and Mr. Bay. I changed my name for you. But if you want to just put me in the friend zone, I stay in the friend zone. But baby, if you want to marry me, just send me your ring sign. I'll put it in that way. I may not be able to afford the ring right there and there, but I'll put it in the land way. I may not be able to afford you a carat gold, but I may. It's the thought that count. The Bible said you have not because you ask not. I'm going to just say that right then and there. But nevertheless, I'll be able to be in the presence in front of a beautiful chocolate woman. But God is so good. When he made Couture Bay, he made something special. When he made Couture Bay, he made something beautiful. Glory to God. God is good. When he made the black woman, he made something. He made something special. God is good. And he's worthy to be praised. Oh, Lord, have mercy. And she's saying, amen, amen, amen. Hey, I felt it right then and there. Woo, glory. Woo, glory. I felt that. Anyway. So, this truly has been a day Ooh. Are we about to plan the Wally Show wedding? Plan it! It's already planned in my mind. It starts in the man. Only thing you need is a vision. And I got the vision. It's already there. It's there. Let me blow my nose like fucking Aniva. At least when I'm blowing my nose because I got a cold, not because I'm blowing my nose because I'm on booger sugar. Thank you all so very much. I'm going to say my closing for the third time. Little black boy, you're beautiful. Little black girl, you are enough. When times get hard, always remember to put God first. Thank you and good night. We'll be back live right after TGIF for our another day with our review. Talk to y'all later. Peace.